Always nice with a Marlin bear. Couldn't create camera source. Forgot that was there. Is it the puppet cam? Yeah. They have done a lot of fun stuff. TikTok, let's see what we can do. Cool. Nothing new. JJ, top of the morning. Has anyone else written? No, it's just JJ. Top of the morning, JJ. How you do? How you doing? There we go. Top of the morning, you beautiful beings. How y'all doing? I'm Lord.Cairnmark. If you're interested in witchcraft, this is the place to ask. Until then, don't mind me. I'm gonna continue eating my breakfast. Top of the morning, Prime. How you doing? Prime, here is your crown for being the first. Boink. Sassy, top of the morning. Gyoku, hello. It's been a while. Hi. You were in yesterday, Dan. How we doing? I'm really sick, but besides that, amazing. It is what it is, Sassy. It is what it is. For about 5 minutes. Then I had to go. Okay, fair enough, Shay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Still no. Life will be life for you at times. You know? Ugh, I don't like how you can see how I sleep. Goddamn. There we go. I sleep in here so I don't make my wife sick. She doesn't have an immune system, so it's quite rough. Can you fly? Yes. Usually my broom. My broom is right up there. Like, right up there. So yeah. Is my camera following me? You are weirdly resistant to me moving you. Oh well. Oh, Sassy, lovely though. Fuck yeah. Also, nice to hear. Just in another friend's lab, and it was crazy. What you mean crazy? The people or the amount? Where are we from today? We do need to go right to left, so... Jesus Christ, there's too many stuffs around. What's next to Egypt? We're learning the fucking map now. Libya. The birthplace of Medusa. Oh, sassy, fuck yeah. No more top in the morning. Stay? What's up? Designing my own tarot cards. Any advice? Make up little stories. It makes it a little bit easier. Like the movements of the characters, the backgrounds, the details. Like, what is Five of Cups? Okay, yeah, sure. It's about loss, and you focusing mainly on the loss rather than the things that you have in mind. So, for example, Tarot of the Divine did this amazing thing where it took multicultural aspects of it. They took stories from the world. So they took La Llorona as the Five of Cups, you know? How she drowned her 5 kids. Or 3 kids or something like that. And still, she had kids alive. But she only focused on the kids that was dying. So, you know, the picture kind of came natural after that. Actually, I had a question. What does it mean having a dream about my ex's dad saying they miss me? Absolutely impossible to say. You and I would need in-depth therapy for at least a few weeks to even understand that. To be honest. One, it could be daddy issues. Let's be honest. Dad's not being around. On top of that, an ex intimacy. And then maybe this person being a father figure in your life and so on and so forth. Like, it would be absolutely impossible to even try to fathom the interpretation until we actually do some good therapy. There was a guy in there called Utanamn who was really disrespectful and sexist and all this. Yeah, I get it. Jesus loves you, Vasilis. Jesus loves you too, man. Thank you for spreading his love, man. Random question. Once I figure out how to word it. Fair enough, yeah. Everything will have a lot of symbolism. If there's an item in the image, it's a symbol of the card. That is usually how symbolisms and semantics work, yeah. Like cups, wands, swords, and pentacles. Prime checks out, yeah. Short top of the Marnen. Claromancy, how did you decide what Trinity had what meaning? Trinity? There's definitely not a Trinity in there. Trinity means items of 3, corners of 3. I have items of ever-growing shit. No, it's really just items that got symbolisms, semantics, and meanings through and through. So these are items that got collected through and through the years. For example, the key is for the family, whereas I got that key and all the keys that I've sold for my sister during that one Easter dinner, and all my family hated the idea that everyone got a little key, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I love that. Can I have everyone's key? And they're like, yeah, sure, have it. And at least my sister loved that I loved the idea. So it makes me really sad that everyone hated it. But I got a lot of keys, so I'm really happy about it. So they all got meanings through the years, really. If div the gigi, best I could, fair enough, Sassy. Could I hypothetically make a tarot deck with Pokemon? Of course. Oracle deck, easier, but tarot decks would make it more interesting. Tarot deck with Pokemon would be so fucking interesting, going in depth of the Pokemon's like background and shit. Like going into Abra and its backstories. Like that could so easily be 8 of Cups, for example. How a child leaves everything behind because of its immense psychic abilities. So under its own psychic pressure, it turns into a Pokemon. You know? Like that would be so fucking cool. Eight of Cups leaves everything behind. Can I ask you? You can ask anything in Witchcraft. You also read tarot? I do, yes. Or someone's sending me evil IE? Let's see if someone is sending you evil IE. But yeah, Prime, I urge you to actually stick to Pokemon's actual backgrounds. I'm Virtual top at morning. I don't know why. I mean, Pokemon has this immense horror idea. For example, the I don't know what it's called, the ghost balloon that makes kids go awry into the forest and then it takes their souls. Like, that could be the Fool, for example. The multiple possibilities, but it can also be scary. Yes, you SBM, what the fuck? Why did you get the 3 of Swords on that one? When asking for an evil eye and you get this card? Let's be honest, that's not a good card. SBM, you need help with that? Drifloon? That's the one, Prime. Yeah, that's the one. In Caribou, if you do want a reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading, okay? Or, if you know for certain that you have spirits, entities, curses, hexes, or jinxes, let's remove that shit straight away. You can find all the spell work in my profile as well. Miltos, if that is your goal, let's do that. Surshanata? Absolutely, yes. Did you know that there's a thing even for atheist witches? Why would a witch tell me I have a negative energy on me, then basically disappear? I mean, some people are just messengers, man. You can't argue that. You know, it's like arguing the mailman. Like, why the fuck would you give me this and then just leave? Like, that's practically what you're saying. They're a messenger. What if they're just a reader, you know? If you did like a tarot reader or stuff. But if you want help with that, I do spell work as well. Have a spirit in me? Mentos, most likely. It's called your soul. Why the call out? I blanked out. SBM, you got the 3 of Swords, man. Oh, Jesus. And now this card is up. SBM, girl. The evil eye question? Get fucked. Oh, Hannah, that is unfortunate. They might just not have a good priority list, you know. Karen topping them on it. I just got my first tarot deck. Rated white. Fair enough. What are the first steps to do with it? Cleanse? Put under my pillow? Depends entirely. Everyone does it differently. I've never done either of those. I just open it up and start playing with my cards, man. Everyone does it differently. Oh, Moonstone, nice. Yeah, it's been. Now you know. Weird question. Do curses or hexes work on someone who doesn't believe in those? Yes, they can be severely unlucky, no matter if they believe in luck or not. That is diabolical, though. No elaboration, only that they have negative energy around them. Yeah. Sounds like fun, though, doesn't it? So yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna leave here for whoever had the evil eye bar. No. I don't know anything about magic, but your wand looks beautiful. Thank you. This is handmade by Tim the Wand Maker. If you're lucky enough, Tim the Wand Maker might actually show his face in this live eventually. He shows his face at the very least 5 minutes a day. Want to get a job soon and get married this year. Nowadays, if you want to, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Or they better be heartbroken over losing them. SPM. True that, true that. I'll have to put lots of ice in my bed for the next few days. Help. Virgil, I get you, man. Zaha Alize, thank you for following. And Galactico, Miltos, and Aura as well. Thank you guys for following, man. It warms my heart. More than you think. Allows me to dream. That is unique in this fucking economy. Thank you for following as well. Damn, chat just died out. Okay, fine. Jeez. Fun. They're saying 35 for Monday and night barely going under 24. Oh, it's going to be one of those tropical things. Oh, Dib, top of the morning. Welcome back in. Beautiful. MJ, I see you there. Where are we from today? Prime, yes, you missed that? We're from Medusa's birthplace, Libya. Hope you're all well, Dib. I'm really sick, man. Chrissy, 1, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Or, if you're interested, get yourself a love spell, so we can fix that straight away. Do I need to cleanse my apartment? It's always nice to do. There's several ways of doing it if you're asthmatic, for example. Don't just go with sage, Palo Santo, or incense, because let's be honest, that's absolutely horrendous for asthmatics. You can do with sounds and herbs as well. You can do it with moon water, you can do it with crystals. Like, there's several ways of cleansing. SBM, I did wake up and not have a coughing fit, so that was quite nice. Deb, thank you. Ah, god dang it, bro. Greenwood from Utah. Lovely. Top of the morning. Sounds cleansing is nice for smell sensitive cleansing for home. Yes, yes it is. And asthmatics. Quite important for asthmatics. Esoteric, I do not know Fahrenheit, unfortunately. Good enough for heathen? Ever lied or stolen before? Of course, I'm human. Ever lusted or hated anyone? I mean, have you seen my wife? Damn, have I lusted, man. Oh. Michael, you're good enough. Are you not human? Do not you have fallen from the grace of God? Do you hug trees too? It's been a while. It's been a fucking minute, I can tell you that. Not really necessary, I'd say. Unless you really like trees. But I am a vegan. If that helps you with your, presumptions. My daughter kissed a tree like 4 days ago. Respect. Fuck yeah. Talk about a tree lover, though. Fuck yeah. You doorbell? What? Is that supposed to be rude, Karen? Lust is lust, whether you are married or not. Michael, fuck yeah, it is. It was quite nice. Hey, guys, what just happened? Captain, what happened with what? Good morning, Tasha. How you doing? Do you have to be initiated into voodoo to have a Veve tattoo? Yes, indeed, Lilith. Yes, indeed. Do not practice any type of voodoo or anything like it if you are not initiated. Michael, true that. True that. So now I can do whatever I want, Michael. Also, if someone sends evil eye, what even happens to the person getting it? It depends entirely. Evil eye is somewhere within the range of a jinx or a hex. It's really about time and severity of those two, not necessarily a curse. Kieran, what? Why? Don't hate a whole fucking culture, man. Kieran, the fuck? Don't be racist, man. Got another flat tire and Dan fell and got hurt. God damn it, Captain. That is very unfortunate. What's the difference between a djinn and a demon? It really depends on who you ask. A demon from a multicultural kind of aspect is someone who has fallen from the grace of God. For example, in Christianity, it's, Lucifer and 200 angels, alongside all the creations that comes in hell after that. That's a demon. In Buddhistic beliefs, there's demons. In Muslims' beliefs, there's demons. In Shinto, there's demons. In Norse and Celtic, there's demons, and so on and so forth. Jinns, on the other hand, is very specifically pre-Muslim. So you have Allah, And then you have the gods, and then you have the creations of the gods. So the creations of the gods could be jinns, humans, and other beings. There's a few. And jinns would sometimes, depending on the interpretation of the Quran, as well as other people, how they see jinns, they could consider them as demons. But what they really are creations of gods who are outside the will of Allah. They only follow the words of the gods. So, yeah, it really depends on who you ask. How would you know you are switching? Switching what? Nah, Kieran, that was very racist. You gotta be honest. Me and my kid's father get back together, Melinda. If you want to, you can get yourself a love spell, so it actually happens. Or a love reading, I suppose. A live reading. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself either of those. Is it considered against Islam or Allah to venerate Al-Uzza? Not necessarily. It's one of those things where, like, is it against Christianity to believe in Lucifer? No, you are Christian if you believe in Lucifer. If you worship Lucifer. If you work with demons, you are still Christian. You're just on the other side of the spectrum, you know? So, not necessarily. What will I be most well-known / famous for? Lenny, that is a good question, though. God damn. Is the video lagging a bit behind the audio for anyone else? SBM? Hope not. Is astrology witchcraft? Astrology is and can be witchcraft. It doesn't necessarily need to be witchcraft. It's an idea to make sense of the stars and the planets. Now, if you call that witchcraft, that's up to you. It's like saying quantum physics is about witchcraft, and let's be honest, it practically fucking is. Ah, for fuck's sake, I can't blow my nose like this. People can't watch me blow my nose. God dang. There we go. Damn camera. Keep all doctrines. They bore me. They do not bore me. They're super interesting. That's why we're here. It's lagging sometimes for me. I don't know if it's just my connection, though. It does say my connection is absolutely stunning, though. So it's not on my end. Karen, I got this feeling that you're not supposed to be here if you hate voodoo and hate all doctrines. Why does astrology work? Are you sure it does? So, do you know anything about astrology? Ice Blue. How are you feeling, love? Tasha, I did wake up and did not have a coughing fit. And on top of that, you guys wanted me to hydrate so fucking much yesterday, so I made fucking sure I am hydrated today. So yeah. We're fucking ready, man. How did we go from 250 to 15 people? What the fuck happened? That's good. Yes, hydrate. Yeah. So, Ice Blue, what zodiac sign would you tell I am? If you could just get. Go on. Is gang stalking real? Yes. I suppose. Jasmine, top of the morning, beautiful. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm good, but tired, per usual. Leo, is that your zodiac sign or mine? I'm confused. Are there any witchy quantum physics practices that you may know? Yes. It's kind of a lost art, unfortunately. In the 1990s, when chaos witchcraft became a thing, it actually had rules. It actually has ideas and teachings. There are a few actual chaos practitioners today. Today, chaos practitioners, due to modernization of social media, usually thinks that chuck things in a fuck it bucket and throw the chuck it fuck it bucket in a general direction, hope for the best. No, chaos magic back in the good old day was actually practically a follower of quantum physics. So look into actual chaos practices if you do want to check in on the quantum physics of it all. It's really fucking cool. Guess a fire sign, but that's not what I do. Sagittarius, I predict the future. Ice blue, nope. I'm probably wrong. Yeah, that was wrong then. Yeah. Kieran? What are you talking about? What would chaos practices look like? Any further info? So, for example, it would be the knowledge of synchronicity. It would be the idea about how God particles work. It would be the movement of the stars and ideas about anything that can and could happen. For example, who chose that gravity would go down rather than up? Who chose that gravity was not square? Who chose that gravity was not blue? You know? Like, what happened there? It's the idea about the quantum physics of it all. First off, hello friend, James, top of the morning. And thanks, Cairnmark, for that prayer. It really made me see something I understood and find my purpose. You're a true blessing, bro. Wish you and your wife the best, brother. James, I'm happy to hear. Christ is Lord. Did you know that Christ didn't like hierarchies? Did you know that you follow the word of Paul and not the word of Jesus? You might want to read the Bible. Taurus? Nah. What makes you a witch? My knowledge, my practice, my title, my job. That's a good reaction, Bebo. Super interesting, right? Have a great life. Katner? No, you. That's right, forcing you to go live. How are you? Mother Earth? Sick. But besides that, absolutely fucking magical, man. Absolutely magical. Modern mega Christianity is basically the opposite of what Jesus thought. Yes. Do you work with herbs? I do, yes. So naturally, I'm sick, so therefore we do have my herb tea here. My lemon, ginger, strawberry, vanilla tea. Gonna add honey soon. I quit. You seem like a chill guy. Last, Capricorn. Nope. Ice blue. Do you see, if that's your last guess, do you see how it's technically not working? Because most people that think that Jungian or Western zodiac science and astrology is a personality test. It's really not. I'm an Aquarius. If you were to actually look into what I would argue the best fitting astrology that this world has ever seen, go into Mayan astrology. In that case, I'm Eb 8. It's not a personality test. It's not about who you are as a person. It's where you start off. And then you choose to be a person after that, you know? So go into Mayan astrology. Am I really Mother Earth? That is a good question. Now I'm thinking you're a Cancer. I literally said I was an Aquarius. What the fuck? Again, that's not what I do. I predict the future. Ice blue. Fair. But your question was, why does it work? And I said, are you sure that it does? Is there a difference between female or male witches? Nah. The magic works in different ways? Nah. 3 demons waiting for a 4th to complete something makes any sense? Yep. In several senses. There are several rituals in both Thelemic, Satanist, Luciferian, and so on and so forth practices. So you may recognize different kind of sigil work. For example, you can see a little bit of a sigil work here-ish. This is more like a compass. Some sigils have triangles, like this one right here. This is a Christian Archangel Gnostic protection from Gabriel, Raphael, and Michael, the angels. So, for example, when you have a square in Thelemic practices, that's where the demons usually go. This is a tetragrammaton. Okay, so it makes sense, Baroni. It makes sense. Can a woman manifest her desired reality using her uterus? Fuck yeah, they can. Was the Limia a Crowley or a Gardner you mentioned? Crowley. Can't remember. Crowley. How did you discover you were a witch? I never did, to be honest, yeah. I've been doing this for 30 years. It was way before my own consciousness. My great-grandma forced me through it when I was 1. And here we are. I teach it today. It's quite easy to help other people become witches. But God knows how I did it. Ice Blue? No, not necessarily. Some people have protections. What did your grandmas do? She was a true fucking witch, man. Omnis through and through. And Pudsey, hi. Did you see my answer there, Pudsey? Mononoke, thank you for following, beautiful. Like evil, I mean, as well. And Omnis believes in everything. Does it need to be evil, or is that just subjective to you as a person, you know? Will my father and brother be okay? Amy, that is a great question. If you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading from there. I did. I replied, Pudsey, great. In that case, I didn't see. Way to put me on the spot. I like that. I approve. Mr. Crowley, did you talk to the dead? Mr. Crowley. Nice. Good referencing. Okay, I can hold a note. That is a good positive development in my sickness. Will Michael survive? Great question. If you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Are there different kinds of witches? Yes, there's 600,000 different kind of practices. Now, that alone, for example, if we even just think about the most modernized type of witchcraft, Wiccan, right? Wicca was created in the 1950s, popularized in the 1970s when it became an open practice in Britain. Wicca alone has just about 562 open practices, subcultures, and natural cultures in Wicca practices. Some have the threefold law, some have the tenfold law, some have a twofold law, some people don't have any fold law at all. Some people practice the do no harm, and some people say, fuck that, I will get everything back anyway. You can kind of imagine that now with 600,000 different kind of practices alone, and that is excluding individualistic and undocumented practices. Oh, Virgil, fuck yeah. Need a full black witch? God dang it, I'm white. Shit. Storm's coming soon. Good luck, man. What does the Three of Swords mean? It means heartbreak. Ooh, my hubby has Wiccan in his family. At least one generation, most likely. Virgil, fuck yeah. How can a woman manifest using her uterus, and can a man manifest using his masculinity somehow? I mean, yes, the uterus is usually about, like, depends on what practice. For example, in the good old Viking age, the harospicy practices were all about divinations, and eventually when you did divinations, you can choose your fate. So you chose what to do with your intestines, usually from animals, but naturally, if you did a vasectomy or if you did yourself a uterus, you can actually start working with those types of intestines as well. When you start looking into, like, let's say tarot readings, right? Let's pull a card and you say, okay, cool, I didn't like that. I will actually just redo that and say this is my card instead. Lovely, I want this card. That is practically the same with the uterus back in Norse practices. So yeah, it really depends on the practice. Harospicy is just one of the more common ones for uterus practices. All individual part will have different theme for the artists to create around. Fuck yeah, Virgil. Heck yeah. Glow in the dark sticks. Thank you for following, man. Warms my heart. Beth, top of the morning. Nostra amas amerita onsbn. Thank you for being here, man. Might as well take this away because I think people don't like food on screen. Sorry about that. You sound better? I did wake up without a coughing fit today, so that was quite nice. What does the 8 of Wands mean? Also, is the suit a source of the fire element? No, not necessarily. Every card is on its own. Swords, if you were to take it as anything, is about physical movement. The Wands is like mental actions. You do sound better? Thank you, thank you. You showed up randomly in my suggested videos while you were live. What is that magical vibes do you? What you do? Thank you, Mixie Wixie. Oh my god, that was so satisfying to say Mixie Wixie. Felt very British there for a moment. Mixie Wixie. I'm still thinking about the themes, but it would be like creativity, health, that kind of thing. Fuck yeah. I like it. I like it. I'm here for it, Virgil. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And I want this done only by spiritual / magic tattoo artists. Oh, fuck yeah. Quite a difficult thing to find magical and / spiritual tattoo artists, but I definitely get it. I only go to my one tattoo artist, the absolute Viking nerd. So, I get you. I get you. Marie B. If you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need from there, okay? Can you repeat what you said? I forgot right away. Ones are me, tall actions, and how about the other? What the fuck, Mountain? Okay, make sure you write this down, okay? I'm gonna go real slow for you, Mountain, okay? 3, 2, 1. Swords is about physical actions. Wands is about mental actions. Cups is about emotions. And Pentacles is anything that you can give. There you go. Do you have a name that you choose for your craft? Polymathical Omnist. If you are interested in what I do, you can Google those two words separately. Polymath and Omnist. What led you to this life path, my grandma? Doing this my whole life, I never really got lost of it. Cannot be helped. It is what it is. Also, do not mind me. I just need to fix a thing on my live settings so we get a little bit more people in here. That was a great explanation. Thank you. I have a question, but not sure how to word it without sounding, I don't know, dumb. If you know what I mean. Buzzy, don't worry. No one sounds dumb. If it comes from the heart and an inquisitive mind and not ill intent, it will not sound dumb, Buzzy. Do not worry about that. The craziest thing you've ever seen doing magic? I mean, this is my full-time job. Everything I do is crazy. Great that, like, naturally TikTok wants to fucking crash now. Fuck's sake. So I can't fix the settings. God dang it. Makes it wicked. I absolutely get you, man. Oof. Is there anything I can do from here then? I can. Good. There we are. Lovely. Have to be a little crazy these days. I mean, in this economy, yeah. To be honest, I think everyone's a little crazy. Yeah, I have a lot of detainees at the jail that try and have me do a reading. Fuck yeah, Marie. That is actually really funny. I like that. Eminem, top of the morning, beautiful. How you doing? Crazy supernatural thing that you have seen doing magic? I feel like everything falls kind of underneath the same thing. I remind them there's a lot of energy around and it's hard to focus with over 98 people's energies. Fair. Have you ever spoken with someone thinks into creation? Yes. Halloween is in 3 months. Woo! Yeah. I have a question. How many butterflies have you been seeing in the world? When you do, I'm sending you a frequency. Feel free to catch the vibe. How many butterflies? I have seen 12 this year. Fine, handsome, lovely. Eminem. Puzzy, why? What can we do to change that? Is it about your shoelaces? Does it mean anything if my birthday's in Halloween? It depends entirely on the practice that you do. Halloween differs from culture to culture as well. Lo, what time did you go live here? We went live 38 minutes ago. Would you go about finding out if they are in the right place on their own? Like, I'm so lost. Indeed. A reading would be needed then. Yes. Need win a house? Help? Can you win a house? Didn't know you could win. I need to win a house in that case as well. It's 5:13 a.m. here. It should be 6:13 a.m. here in that case. Way to go around that, Tasha. I love that. What is Dragon's Blood Sage used for, and is it good for the firehouse season? Dragon's Blood is a form of hearts from a specific tree in Africa. It's usually meant for cleansing. So I don't know what you mean with the firehouse season, but it's literally just about cleansing. It's like sage, palo santo, so on and so forth. So do with that information as you please. Lol, I pulled a 4-card pull of yes, no, and yes. Cairnmark, I should respect your practice, but either way, thanks. Either way, truly. James, I'm so confused. What did you pull for? Did you pull for me? Because in that case, you can't. That is most likely why it got very confusing. Can studying tarot build my intuition? Yes. Fire horse season. You mean the Chinese zodiac signs? The Draco Malfoy year. Shauna, how you doing, beautiful? Dear wand, please be gone. Mike, you're very much in the way. Thank you very much. A witch or a warlock? Well, I do not come from a Christian background, so therefore witch. And I do not have a sugar daddy nor sugar mommy as deity or spirit, so therefore not a warlock. Quite simple takes now, isn't it? If anything, I would be closer to a wizard, but people ridicule the word of wizards nowadays. What was in the tin? Tin? I don't have any tin here. Would you like to pick me a card and see what our frequency is at the moment here? Mixy Wixy. Of course, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading in that case. Chinese zodiac sign, yes. Why can't hell pull on you? What do you mean? Oh, why he can't pull me? I put curses, hexes, and jinxes on myself, so people get really confused for my future, because I don't want to know my future. It's as simple as that. I got my tattoo work for this specific reason. You know? If there is a fire in my immediate future, I will put out the fire down. I got really bored when I was a teenager and like started pulling for my future and doing déjà seeing the future and so on and so forth. Like, it got really confusing. I want to live my life rather than know my life, you know? Meh. Where would you suggest the beginners start in this journey as a witch? Kitchen witchcraft. Or sigil work. Sigil work will force you to look into and study. So sigil work is always a good way to start. Because it forces you to study. Can I request an in-depth reading, please? As long as it's not a yes or no question. Why isn't my man contacting me? It's almost a month. Berserker, you're welcome. You do tarot but don't want to know your own future? Very interesting. Yeah, it's just boring, to be honest. As I said, I want to be surprised. If there's a fire in my immediate future, I'll put it out then. You know? Simple as that. Because he's working on self-care right now. He is forced through decisions that he is not making himself. He's overthinking the situation, and he is literally just trying to survive. So yeah, self-care and survival is on his priority list there. So yeah, where are you from? We have chosen the country Libya today. Am I able to have a dream raffle house? I buy ticket for this. Oh, fun. Der Weiser. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Unstoppable, thank you for following on YouTube. What are your thoughts on twin flames? That's definitely a thing that exists. I rarely have thoughts or opinions on tools, beliefs, ideologies, doctrines, or whatever it is. I do have opinions about people and if they're asshats or not. That's a different thing. Fair enough. Plus, perhaps a bit depressing, depending on your answer. Exactly. I'd rather not. The whole depressing part. Ugh. Pass. I'd rather just be depressed, you know. Surprise me with that depression. Woo! I really need to know where to go and what to do. I'm spiritually and mentally exhausted. I hear you, Pudsey. I hear you. But I sent you the links. Go through those. And let's have ourselves a reading. Let's start there. Godchild, you're welcome. How a sugar parent spiritually would actually work though? I mean, usually with mutual exchanges. Have I posted a video today? Is that why it's so fucking slow? Please tell me, TikTok, that you will not be fucking slow now. You absolute asshole. No, there we go. I have not posted a video today. That could explain a few things as well. Good night. I will try to be back tomorrow. Short. Lovely. See you tomorrow. Just remember, you're saying you'll be aligned. Well, here I am. Every Monday to Friday. For me, absolutely not. It would be fun. At least I know what I can and cannot do up until that moment. You know? But that will always change. Because, let's be honest, I can do it earlier than that, Katie. Do you believe in fate, or do you believe that you can change the future? Oh, I know I can change the future. It's not that I believe I can change the future. I know that I can. In the practice of déjà if you do it well enough, you will notice that you can fuck up your timelines. And good God, don't you feel all right after that? Ugh. Follow up. Aren't I part of his self-care? He has been home 2 times and interacted with blood/friends. You're getting there, Martin. You're getting there. You're becoming self-care. Marcia, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Connie, that goes for you too. Poppy Queen, thank you for following, beautiful. Do you believe... No, I already did that. What would a deity even ask in return is what's confusing me. energy, time, focus, belief. Deities can only exist so hard on top of the amount of believers they have, wouldn't you say? How many people believes in the first deity nowadays? The German one, the lioness. Well, yes and no. I can work for my manager, but I don't need my manager to work, right? The Kundalini. So early up. Satan, I'm live every 5:30 to 10 a.m. every Monday to Friday. Swedish time. It is, Marie. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. By where the line is that voodoo doll also wrote voodoo correctly. I appreciate that. You are very handsome, brother. Thank you, brother. Locally grown. May I ask your age? I'm 31 as far as I know. Immortal until proven otherwise. What questions do you receive? I do not know if you're writing in English there, Zayden, because my auto-translator keeps going into full work there. So please write in English so my auto-translator doesn't fuck up your questions there, Zayden. Sadness. Around age 22. Nothing special. What kind of questions can I ask? Anything within Witchcraft. If you want yourself a live reading or a private reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself whatever you need from there. If you need spell work, you can get it from there. How long have you practiced the craft? 30 years. I'm an absolute fucking nerd. Chase Keel, hello there. Hello, Kenobi. Perfect now that I'm a little bit sick, making that voice as well. What is the worst experience you had on your journey as a witch? My mom. Maybe the main difference would be how long you entertained a relationship. Yes, I would say so. And maintaining what way? Wixie, you absolutely beautiful being. What you get? That's the first person on the bar as well. Cup is emptied to be refilled into eternity. Oh, Wixie, you absolute beautiful being. Thank you. Didn't know it was a donation. Thank you. You're the first one on the bar today. Think about it. 30 years, you look my age. I'm 31, if that helps. Bathe in the blood I see. Yes, but only of my enemies. Eventually of my mother. Hopes and dreams. Year 2017. Yeah, really nothing special. Yeah, no, it was a really boring year. Why did you choose the most boring year out of all of my years? Hey, shout out me here. I'm watching from Philippines. Some from Philippines, but you're not alone from Philippines. We have several people here from Philippines, actually. And 2022 should have been interesting years for you. 2017 was really fucking boring. 2022 was just post-corona. No, honestly, those 2 years are really fucking boring. One, I had a stable job. 2017, I did not have a job. Yeah, 2 really boring years. Like, literally nothing. You could have chosen any other, like, year, practically, and it would have been more eventful. Ugh. That's good. Kira, I'm sick, so it's not good. Help. I really like this song. God, I'm finally feeling better. I was really spiraling. I need my kind of people. Fuck yeah, come on. Welcome in, man. I'm here every Monday to Friday if you ever want to, you know, get the vibe back in. You know, tune into the radio station, so on and so forth. Get well soon. Thank you, Chase. Thank you. I'm working on it. Today was the first day out of my 3-day experience of not waking up with a coughing fit. So that was quite nice. And I slept a full night, but most likely because I fucking crashed out rather than just, you know, had a good night's sleep, because I didn't sleep the 2 first nights. How often, or do you charge your decks? Never, Marine. Never. Not necessary. You see, for people, it's one of those things. For people who charge or cleanse, they kind of need both, right? When they cleanse their decks, their oracle cards, their bones, their tools, whatsoever, they obviously need to recharge them in any way, shape, or form. Now, in my practice, I leave an open door for anything that wants to pull the strings. Literally, imagine all of my tools be marionette dolls for anything that wants to answer. That is how I get answers from my practices. So why would I ever clean it, you know? Why would I ever get rid of that? Why would I close the door on anyone who wants to possibly communicate, you know? So naturally, I do not need to charge them as well, because they will always be charged. Always. Are you a Norse pagan? By proxy, an omnist is what I am, Emmy. So I believe in everything and I do everything. I'm an absolute fucking nerd. I'm polymath and I'm an omnist. Polymathical omnist, if you like to call me that. So yes, by proxy, Emmy. What do you do to keep in tune with your practice? I find I fall in and out. Well, I've done this live, actually, Monday to Friday, 5:30 to 10 a.m. for 1 year and, what is it now? 2-3 months in? So yeah, this is actually a really nice way to keep in tune with my own practice. Tarot readings, talk about witchcraft, spell works day in and day out. So yeah, this is my full-time job now. Saturn aspecting your natal Saturn around those years. Oh, Ice Blue, you're doing my chart. You don't even know when I'm born, man. Do you work with Loki? Fuck no. Lateralis. Have you heard the song Lateralis by Tools? It's a really good song. You can always head to VA USA and come chill on my farm. I feel like anytime I would set my foot in the USA, I would not chill. I would be literally at my very peak of anxiety. All of my decks have different archetype / personalities. That's kind of what I mean, you know? That's why I'm named after. Oh, fuck yeah, Lateralis. Fuck yeah. Yeah, back when I did music, I did a lot of progressive rock. And let's be honest, Toolwood is just like the epitome of progressive rock, you know? Are there some decks you've seen where you're like really commercialism at its finest? Yes, AI art. Akira. AI art, AI tarot decks. Capitalism, man. Capitalism. Anytime a witch also says, yes, you need this tool, you need this item, you need blah, blah, blah. Anytime I hear an item that I cannot forge by myself and make myself, I'm thinking capitalism. Lateralis, that is so fucking sick. I've seen him live once, and it's actually a really strange event. You know, when he just stands there and sings, because he's that strange. Like, the band is that strange. It gives you that special vibe. I get you. Kira, nice. Subbed, and we'll be back again. Mixy Wixie, thank you, man. You're an absolute magical being. Have the day that you deserve, man. You were born in year 1995, correct? Yes, but you need my perfect time of birth to get any good birth charts. How can I do, and date of birth, like the day I was born as well. You don't know that. How can I do a love spell and to not backfire me? Yep, I did the protection spell. Lovely. From what practice did you do the protection spell, and what practice would you want to do the love spell? There are 600,000 different kind of practices after all. And Kavana, before you give out tips, make sure that you also state from what practice you're talking about. So we don't confuse people, because they don't know if you're Buddhist, Christian, Celtic, Norse, Shinto, Brahmanic, Hellenic, Kemetic. Don't give out rules if the title of those rules is not alongside with them, Kamada. So be careful. This is a place of learning, not confusion. 1 gig Maynard Heath at the back of the stage in boots, pants, and a long blonde wig. Ladros, honestly, that checks out, yeah. 95, you're younger than my baby sister. Thank you? Question mark? Herbs in a jar and put my intentions there. So Hoodoo did. Do remember that jar will need to be updated every month or so. Yes or no? And put it in a good place. Alice, thank you for following. Beautiful. Is it pricing when it's like that? I don't know. Fair. My mom passed away in 2024. Now I hear footsteps in the hallway every night around 11 p.m. Is she okay? Yes, if you want to. I offer mediumship, but they are in private, not necessarily here on live. If you want a live reading, you can get that as well. But either or, both of those, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need there, like the mediumship or a live reading. RPK? No. A warlock comes from a Christian background and wants a sugar daddy or sugar mommy for a deity or spirit. I have neither of those. Witch is ungendered. Warlock as well. Witch just works with nature and spirits. If anything, I would be something closer to a wizard. Because I'm book smart. Unless you're stuck in the 1500s politics of the whole etymology of the whole things. It's 2026 though, so you might want to come back. I'm turning 50 today, fuck yeah. Congrats, Joanna. What kind of magical ritual could I do today? Blow out a birthday candle wish. Okay. God, I'm sick. For birthdays. There's this classic Swedish thing. And I know that some Swedish do not agree with me here, but ride a wheelbarrow for the day. Anywhere you want to go, you need to ride by a wheelbarrow. It's one of those sayings in a birthday songs that some people do and some people don't. In like smaller communities, they do it, but you need to be driven in a wheelbarrow to gain luck for the rest of the year. Just need a quick validation on my own reading. Is what happened I supposed to happen? I mean, with the chariot, yes, Alice. With the chariot. Sooner rather than later. Is an egg cleanse open practice? Yes and no. The egg cleanses that you find on TikTok and Reddit are divinations. They are open practices. The moment you crack an egg in your home or near you, that negative energy, those entities and those spirits and those curses, hexes and jinxes will be thrown right back at your ass. And the moment you start to read the egg yolk and whatever you have in water, that's just divination. It's not a cleanse. Now, if you do an actual limpia, lampia, or lumpia, depending on what practice you take it from, the actual egg cleanse, some are close practices. But you need to discard of the egg way further from home than throwing in fucking water. It's absolutely idiotic. It makes me fucking mad, man. May I ask why you won't work with Loki? Just being nosy. Lateralis, the moment I see people working with Loki, I give them 6 months. Then we lose contact. I know how it is to work with Loki. Enough. I have, unfortunately, very tangible proof of it. We need a trigger / pet peeve sticker. Virgil, unfortunately, the stickers are filled up. What would you say is a good remedy for when you're sick besides ginger tea with honey? Ginger lemon tea with honey. What if I shuck it in a river? Yes, as far as you possibly can. How do we get a reading? Real Leslie, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio and get yourself a live reading or a private reading, you choose. 5 years with Loki, Kavana, I give you 6 months from now on. I'm new to witchcraft, but I heard it's not good to do voodoo. I just do my ideas for spells. And you are not wrong. Voodoo is a closed practice. It's not that it's not a good thing to do voodoo. It's just a closed practice. In this case, it's a closed practice mainly because of its cultural heritage, the human slave trade and stuff like that happened, you know, thanks to America, so on and so forth. So it's mainly a cultural heritage thing why it's a closed practice. So it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just closed. Movies will tell you otherwise, but Hollywood has a very Christian viewpoint of any other practice other than Christian. So, yeah. I have never heard of an egg cleanse. I'm just wondering, Trista. Yeah, well, do not Google egg cleanse, please. I don't get the egg cleanse. I get the egg cleanse. I don't get the egg divination. Makes life interesting. Fair. What is like your easiest cleanse you'd like to do on yourself? A little dance. We have a walk-in da beast. Fancy Nancy, so they didn't like it. They become more active. You do yes or no questions. I do, real Leslie. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a yes or no question. That payment isn't working on this phone, as it's my old phone. God dang it, John. That is unfortunate. Do you work with Lilith, and how dangerous is she? No, I have never really worked with Lilith myself, but I do help other people that work with Lilith. And I help them get in contact with Lilith, and so on and so forth. I don't necessarily have any need of female, motherly, or female rage entities myself. Fancy Nancy. So now they know that we're working against them, which is good, I suppose. I only physically practice if I feel necessary, and mostly use vibes. Fuck yeah. Oh, Virgil, please do. How much is a reading? I have my own deck, but I have trust issues even though I read good for others. You're so okay with that. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and you can find all readings there, both live and private ones. Can I send a really expensive gift or a free yes or no question? Shauna, the moment you send a gift, you give that to TikTok, not to me. At all. I don't see shit of what is given to TikTok. You may have seen all the gifts that has been gifted here or go populars because that fixes algorithm to get more push into For You pages and stuff like that. But that's the only gift. Heart me's and go populars. So do not waste your money. When you see the youngsters or with stag casting hexes, do you think they understand it comes back? Lateral, do you understand that it doesn't always need to come back? 600,000 different kind of practices. Just about 100,000 of them have comebacks. Another 100,000 have paybacks. Another 100 always have the guarantee of misfiring. That leaves 300,000 different kind of other practices that is safe from curses, hexes, and jinxes. That's funny. My evil eye keychain sort of half broke recently too. SBM. The author took around 6 years to research her. Fuck yeah, Virgil. I think it's normal to see others clearer than we see ourselves. Yes, and usually when we do readings for ourselves, it's quite difficult because we're too close to the subject and we overthink the situation. You told me I could talk to you while you were alive. The shadow is quite present. Fancy Nancy? Indeed. Fancy Nancy, could you just stand up and do a little jig for me? Dance a little bit. But also good music and dance and clean a little bit. Trixie Ghost, how you doing, beautiful? What can I do to connect more with my tarot cards? You need to start looking at it from an objective standpoint. Is it a yes or is it a no? Do not look at the card whatsoever after that. May I ask you yes or no? Of course, Puzzy. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a yes or no from a live reading. Do dreams have meanings? Most likely. Why do I keep dreaming about the same person even though I haven't in years? Jesse, it's hard to do dream interpretations without having good therapy sessions. And I'm talking weeks and weeks about therapy sessions. What you do for a living, what you do for hobbies, how your life situation is looking, partners, colleagues, friends, hobbies, you get it. Alongside that, general input which I'm saying is faulty, just so you know, would be if you're dreaming about the same person, it's usually about the intimacy of that specific person and what they usually gave. If it's an old partner, if it's an old colleague, it's usually about the safety aspect that you might be longing for. So, for example, if it's an ex, it's definitely about the intimacy. And as I said, this is faulty because you and I have not had therapy sessions for just about 3 weeks. So, yeah. So fancy. Keep dancing. Keep cleaning. Does Sean visit Jessel her dreams to give her messages? Where are you from, if I may ask? We have chosen the country Libya today. We choose a new country every day because so many people ask where I'm from. So it's a fun way to keep people wondering. Am I gonna dance to the devil? No, against the devil. Not with the devil. Against the devil. Fancy. Get up, put on some nice music, and clean and dance. Do a little jig. Ireland. Yes. And they try to actively, Senya. They try to actively. How did you get into witchcraft? I started when I was 1. My great-grandma really forced me through this ringer. If you can change fate, can you explain different timelines? Yes. It really depends. I mean, if you know what Desert Survey is, it makes it much more easier to change timelines and change fate as well. And you will never feel alright after that. Whew. We seriously need to meet soon. I don't know how long I can last with all of this craziness of evil. Fancy Nancy, I'm practically open all day. I have one booking at my 12. Just so you know, it will be quite an early morning for you if you do want to have a booking today. You get what you need from the shop, and let's book it. Real Leslie, you need to get yourself a live reading from my profile first. Or do like Senya and get yourself a membership so you can get a reading every single live. Jen, that goes for you too. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Ooh, Trista, will we have luck and fertility soon? Trista, need some help with that. You know who to come to. Yes, proudly as well. Ooh, Trista, fun. How did you make this work for you? Come on out. Studies. Studies and knowledge. That is usually how things go. But I suppose you mean the TikTok lives and stuff like that? Yay, thank you. Trista, you're welcome. Is there any particular spread you like using during an in-depth reading? I do like the wheel a lot. It can give you a lot of information. Do you use the Radio Wide Tarot deck? Never done, Nice Blue. Never. Is the Minecraft info in the server somewhere? I'd love to join. Trixie goes, yes. In the Minecraft chat in Discord, there is a pinned message for the login for the server. No, in general, laugh wabs. Flamboyancy. Mood. To be honest. Pussy? Yes. Send me a DM and I'll send you the invite link. MC12345. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Past 5 years ago. Granted, he didn't have the sick accent. Sick, bruh. Wait, I have a sick accent? Thank you. Is it because I'm sick? Did you make a sick joke? Ha, sick. Bruh. Sick accent. You? I'll do it again. You? Nah, you're cool. Thank you, come on. It also helps that I'm sick. Yeah, bro. Yes, sir. Fuck it. condolences about the friend, but you know, sick, bro. Making coffee ready for 3-sip blessing. Fuck yeah. And in how long? We are doing the 3-sip blessings in just about 15 minutes. For those interested in getting a little bit of a blessing from themselves. So grab yourself a coffee, tea, soda, water, whiskey, wine. For the 3-sip blessing that will start in 15 minutes. Attention all, attention all. Bring yourself a cup of coffee, tea, soda, water, whiskey, wine, or bleach to drink for the 3-sip blessing. Thank you very much. Beep, boop. Also curious, why never used white deck if there's any reason? I never had it. Trixie Ghost. Never had it in my possession. So there's that. Simple as that. I didn't see it, but do you have a private session for a fellow witch who wants to explore more? Marie, yes, I do private lessons, guidances, and so on and so forth. I have 3 kind of steps in that kind of way. So if you go into my profile, click the link in my bio, you can go into the shop and you have a little search bar. You can look up lesson. So get the private lesson. It's 2 hours long, just about $60, I think. It's the cheapest one. 2 hours of literally answering all the fucking questions that you want. Teaching you either interactively or verbally about anything that you wish. Anything. So yeah, this would be one hell of a blessing once in a lifetime. Kivana, right? I do hope a MAGA supporter comes in and like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. It might be fun. Namaste on top in the morning. How you doing? How you doing, beautiful? What time is it there, by the way? Well, seeing that it's 15 minutes until the 3-sip blessing, it would be soon close to 7 a.m. Have you ever worked with a fae? Unstoppable? Of course I have. It's always fun. I usually ask people for their time. Thank you for giving me your time. I can get him if you want. God, Kavana. Or you could just force it down them throats. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was for newer witches or an in general session. No, that's for everyone. Brusha, we were worried. Girl, what the fuck? Where you been? How's life treating you? Goid, thank you. Feeling better, Mama-san. I did wake up and not have a coughing fit. And seeing that you guys wanted me to stay hydrated as fuck yesterday, I made a lot of tea. So yeah. You heard I'm not sure how this life goes. You can ask anything about witchcraft. Be here, chill, have fun. We're gonna do a 3-sip blessing very soon. Grab yourself a drink for that one. Early morning or all-nighter for the witches. Heard the small hours is special in witchcraft. Always, yes. Oh, my partner's grandmother was a medicine woman and taught her about fae/little people. Little people, nice. Very Scandinavian. Life has been amazing, but too busy too. Brush up, I get that. You promised. Fancy Nancy? Yes. Have you danced? How can I rid my home of spirits? They're scary. Lala, if you want to, I do that for a living. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get that curse removal so we get shit removed. Ugh. That's fantastic news. Been praying for... Amazon, you absolute angel. Thank you. Will I be mother ever, and will it be next year? Ooh, Schmetterling. I love the name. Very German. Schmetterling. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading for that. Actually, she was an indigenous Canadian medicine woman. Oh, even doper. Looking now. Lala, do so. What is divination? Divination is usually a form of work that looks into the future. You predicted my marriage. Schmetterling, lovely. Congrats, man. Heck yeah. That must have been a while ago. Welcome back. That's a good, happy fucking outcome. Can you please write that, Schmetterling, in the review video that I have pinned on my profile? Would love that as a review. Fuck yeah. Does citrine always bring a person luck, or does it sometimes cause the person trouble? It depends entirely on the culture. For example, citrine are usually tendencies to luck, but not necessarily. In Viking Age, it's more about finding gold rather than finding luck. In In Aztec or Mayan, it's more like a waypoint. The more citrine they find, the more gold they could find. It's not necessarily a waypoint. It's not a compass in that sense. In Celtic or Hellenic, it's about luck. In Kemetic, it was mainly a trade, a thing that will give you money. So therefore also in turn finding gold. So it really depends on the culture, I suppose. I asked you live was full of people and you predicted in and that time it really happened. Fuck yeah. I don't even know this song, man. I just know the melodies for most of these. You guys are just talking to yourselves? Okay, cool. I'll just sit here, try to look cute. Fun. Fancy Nancy, you alright? Is O going to be okay? Yes. With the 6 of Cups. This was fun. Thank you. Kavana. You're welcome. How are you feeling? Lee, still a little bit sick, but better. Positive developments. Can you please tell me? Schmetterling, you need to go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Is this stressful time I'm going through lead to a blessing? Michaela, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Long time no see. Liking how you doing, you beautiful being. How is life treating you? Fatade, that is a very daring place to come from. How are you guys over there? Bruce, I get you. I didn't get back to your message, sorry, but for rebook, do you want me to put it on calendar? Yes, indeed, Trixie Ghost. Good morning, Marie. Sound a bit better? Yeah, right? Join the Discord? Welcome in, Buzzy. How long have you been a witch for? 30 years. Can I get a small reading, my guy? Of course, Winnie. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Ashley, thank you for following as well. Anything just come through, please, Mary? The word Mary came through. Wild. Is that like $10, Brosha? No, I get that feeling. 3 years is a lot. 3 years is a lot. 3 inches is so big. No. Life's been meh. Picked up a new contract at work, and it's just such a migraine. Oh, like I can't hold this, man. But hey, you got work. That is positive. Is the weather being mad for you also? No, it's sunny here. Maybe a little bit windy, but it's fine. Silky Jenny Vlogs, top of the morning. How you doing, beautiful? And thank you for following Twitch as well. Twitch is a rare place to follow or watch from. Thank you, man. It happens that we play games there sometimes. If anyone wants to watch games and when we play, go over to Twitch, but you get it. Question, is O being spiritually attacked? Ooh. Can I ask questions? Yes or no? Jenny, yeah, sure. Ask a yes or no question. You're on Twitch. It's a rare occasion. Let's celebrate. Where do you get your music? Spotify. Simple as that. Two of ones reversed. They're certainly trying, but I wouldn't say that they're succeeding, Mamason. What games do you play? Anything I can get my hands on. Wait, I didn't know this. I'm a bee there. Trixie Ghost, do so. At least I don't have to worry about not being able to pin. Marie, fair. Can you give me some cards to see how I'm going to last the night? Fancy Nancy, I saw that you left the live, I think. How are you holding up, Fancy Nancy? How are you holding up? You will be able to hold through, but I'm not seeing any type of sleep here, Fancy Nancy. What I'm seeing here is try to stay active. If anything, do a hobby, watch a movie, do something fun. Dark Feminine, yes you can. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Jeez, LZ, you are a wall. I'm like, why the hostility if I'm giving compliment to your practice, saying I can't read, so you're not a bull or a lion, but a goat? Guessing March, April? Nope. I said Aquarius. I said Aquarius a while ago. Would how work without the new contract? One of those annoying ones where we got the contract and none of the systems was actually set up properly for us before we took it over. Oh shit, like that is a bit difficult. Those timing, I finally just closed the doors and put a rock on the other side to stop the slamming. Good. Now make sure that you do the whole cleaning and dancing. The heart means, not the heart means, the hand hearts has gotten really, really beautiful. Thank you, TikTok, for redesigning that shit. Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Mamasan. Also, how many, what the fuck? Is this about the gift gallery, Mamasan? God dang it. God dang it. Miss Fafa, thank you for following. Jenny, how are you? Fergus, thank about me. Jenny, are they? Yes, they are, but they have a difficulty balancing when they are thinking or how they are thinking about you. I don't know really about the whole rising and moon sign. Why do you need that? No, I do things in threes, Monson. I do know. I'm in love with your deck of cards, black as night, but then shimmer in the light and vibrant. Right? This is the deck, the True Black Tarot. Go into the trueblacktarot.com and get yourself 10% off with my what's it called? Discount code. Thanks to love. Small letters, one word. 10% off your next shipment. They have this one. They have a white one as well. Shines as gold instead. And then they have the deck of many things. So yeah. Dang, I'm ready for the code. How close are we to the 3-sip blessing? I'm just gonna blow my nose before anything happens. Let's lock you. There we go. Doing it for days. I know, Marie. Thank you. Thank you. Just curious. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, people. Marie, you're just about to miss the 3-sip blessing. People, tell me if you guys have a drink ready for me. Water, tea, coffee, soda, whiskey, wine. If you have that, tell me if you're ready for the 3-sip blessing. And Podsy is ready. Brusha, I'm giving you 1 second. 1. Cool. Mountain is ready. Trista is ready. Danny has coffee. Lovely. Marsha is ready. Mama Son is ready. Lovely seeing you, Marsha, as well. Thank you for saying hello before saying ready. Jäger is ready here. Lovely. Ashley is ready. How does this work? Yes, get yourself a drink there, moms. Yes, get yourself a drink. Always give a breakfast. Why not? Right? It's a couple more. I give you 3 seconds. Hi, Pasha. Senya is ready as well. Lycan is ready on Twitch. Lovely. Cool. So, with the amount of readiness, how about we get going? So, if you're new here for the 3-sip blessing, we do this every single Monday to Friday, this specific hour. So, put this in your calendars so that you join in, okay? Marie, you have a few more seconds. Do not worry. So if you're new to the 3-sip blessing, this is getting to know what you're in control of and what you're not in control of. What I need you to do is close your eyes for the next 10 minutes. Allow yourself to feel and allow yourself to listen and be for a moment. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And let your shoulders go. Beautiful. So if you do not have a drink, take a deep breath when I say take a sip instead. It's just as good. So, together, let's take the first sip. Remember to keep your eyes closed. With that first sip, just know that there are things in life that blocks us from where we want to be, where we should be, where we could have been, and so on and so forth. Some shit just doesn't serve us, and other shit just doesn't help us. Sometimes these things can be emotions and feelings, like anger, sadness, grief, anxiety. For me personally, it's about my sickness and the anxiety of accidentally making my wife sick. She doesn't have an immune system, so if she gets sick, she might as well get hospitalized. And there goes our Christmas, practically. So if you are like me, and you're feeling feelings like these right now, observe them. Know that they exist. And tell them, thank you for being there. And thank you for telling me. But you are not helping right now, so I will focus on the things that does help. After that, you can choose to put these feelings and emotions to the side, destroy them or shoot them away. Just don't neglect that they exist. You see, feelings are important. Feelings are there to support you, tell you about the future, help you plan for the future, help you ground into reality. Besides these emotions, these things can also be objects and events, like, for example, quitting smoking or vaping, or going on a flight when you're deadly afraid of flying. Just like the emotions, observe them, know that they exist, and tell them, thank you for being there, and thank you for telling me, but you are not helping right now, so I will focus on the things that will. And lastly, these things can be people. And here I would like you to imagine all the people that you know. And yes, this includes you. No one knows you better than you, after all. And I would like you to see if there's a person in your life that you wouldn't like to celebrate with. A person in your life that you wouldn't like to share your success with. A person in your life that is trying to block you from getting any success. Or a person that is trying to destroy the success you already have. So if you find a person like this in your life, ask yourself, why the fuck is this a person in my life? How the fuck did I allow this to go so far? Now, you may have heard a lot of shit that blocks you, shit that doesn't serve and shit that doesn't help. I hope that you also noticed that the solutions to most of these problems are you. You see, you are an amazing person, an amazing human being. You have overcome and prevailed every single thing up until this very second, and you deserve the fucking world. You deserve the same care that you give others, and sometimes that care needs to come from you. Sometimes you need to make yourself that friend that you plan for, that friend that you help, that friend that needs support. So make plans for that friend. Make plans for that future self. Make sure that you give yourself that care, that time and investment of emotions and focus that you give everyone else as well. You are absolutely amazing. And as I said, you deserve the world. Just take a deep breath and let your shoulders go. And let's take the second sip. And with that sip, just know that the world will always change. The world will always move. It's like observing the world from a window. You can see the cars go by, people living their lives. The wind blows and the leaves catch on. Just like you are living your life right now, someone else is living theirs. Just like they are outside of your window, you are outside of theirs. You are already a part of that change, that flow. So rather than fighting this flow, join it, see where it ends up. Give it directives. Tell it where to go. Watch the possibilities, see where they end up before you make a decision. Make a decision that interests you rather than following. You see, the only true constant is change. The only true constant is time. That movement, that happening. Just like you are doing something right now, someone else is doing something else. They are choosing their time differently. Just like most artists today, musicians, theater, dance, sculptures, they have heard the sentence, time and practice goes together. Practice takes time. Now, these artists have just chosen what to do with their time. You can't just pocket 5 minutes and say, I'll use these for later. No, times keep moving. They're constant. They're ever-changing. You get to choose as well. Yes, with the first sip, how you can choose yourself. Make sure that you choose your own time. Make sure that you use your time to focus on you, your goals, yourself. People use the word selfishness in a negative connotation most of the time. I call bullshit on that, because being selfish is one of the most healthiest thing you can ever do. Because you are living your life, you're not living someone else's. Naturally, you have your own goals, your own life, your own dreams. So focus on those, for fuck's sake. You're amazing. And let's get there together. And take a deep breath. And let your shoulders go. And let's take the third and last sip. And with that said, bless yourself, bless your day, and bless the fucking cup. Skål. Hey, you said last night playing that voodoo music to hypnotize me. I may be old, but I wasn't born yesterday, or maybe I was, but like I said, thank you, you're right. James, voodoo music? No, this is literally just bardcore lo-fi music. You can find it on Spotify if you like. If you want to, you can even find my own Spotify user if you want this music for yourself. Do you contact the dead? Yes, if you need to. Go into my profile and click the thing in my bio and you can find mediumship. I usually do that in private, just so you know. So find yourself a private session there. What are you drinking? A strawberry, vanilla, lemon, ginger tea with honey because I'm very, very sick. Ghostface, you're welcome. I feel like there was a lot of questions during my 3-sip blessing there, so hope you guys are still here. You are more than allowed to, ask your questions again. God knows what they were, but can you please pull a card to see if the devil is here? Yes, and they're playing with your emotions there. Fancy. And that is why I said it. Get up, start cleaning, and start dancing so they don't get to your emotions. Thank you and have a wonderful night. Marie, you have an amazing day. I'm in a pickle. Could you tell me just yes or no's? Of course, Danny. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Yes, there were many. Yeah, I saw that. No, yeah. It is what it is. Ugh. I hate a tiger. Blech. I'd rather not. What do you have for me, please? Please, will my cat be okay, ADHD or not? Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Oh, yeah. Mama Son, you did a thing. I saw that, actually. I just forgot that it was a thing. God dang it. You see how I'm even anxious? Like, holding my breath is such a fucking giveaway, man. Ugh. There I go again. Fucking Christ. Mama Son, yes, that is easy math. Thank you, you absolute angel. You're amazing. Mama Son, I deserve it, so thank you very much. I was even like, should I go live today? Because I felt so fucking tired. So this makes me more than happy, Mama Son. You have no idea. Thank you. That I know, but I can't. Bills and food, man. Misty, if you want to, I do offer mediumships, but I only do it in private. So go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a mediumship. Or if you want a quick tarot reading right here and right now, you can get yourself a live reading as well. But both of them are in my profile, Misty. Yeah, Steph, it is what it is. Just wanted to tell you that Jesus Christ loves you and he died for you. He didn't die for me. I didn't exist back then. But Jesus loves you too, Emily. Krishna, you can ask anything about witchcraft. Is this apartment my kid loves? This song is always in my... What? Apt-pa? The what? This is apt. Yes, fuck. You're correct. APT. I think we have woken something way more fierce than what we have expected. Fancy Nancy, you have not answered my question. Are you cleaning and are you dancing? Daniela got a thing. Nope, fuck it. God dang it. A 3-card pool. Lovely, Daniela. Doing everything under the moon, but everything is falling off the walls. So you are cleaning and dancing. He did. He knew you before you were born. I don't think he did. I didn't exist. And let's be honest. I mean, Emily, I kind of get it if you are a part of one of the 24 rites of Catholicism, where you also think Jesus is God. In that case, yes, divination and knowing the future is only assigned to God, and therefore divination is a sin to the Bible. But if you're not, in that case, that didn't make sense. Do you personally do astrology? I do, Ice Bloom. But as I said, I've been very hung up on the Mayan calendar lately. Daniela, Danny, top of the morning. Do you have any specific questions for your 3-card pool? Fancy Nazi, you haven't told me if you're dancing. Like literally. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Baptist, Emily, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, in that case. Then I get you. Yes. In that case, Jesus knew me. Yes. The one I'm really worried about The poor dog. I get that. Could you give the dog away for just like the weekend or something like that? Emily, you're absolutely fine, and Jesus loves you too. Just remember that, man. The one I'm really... No, I already did that. I need guidance because of old friends trying to hurt each other. Oof, Danny, such a fucking classic thing, man. Is this kindergarten or what? So, Danny, let's go through it. I need guidance because of old friends. Where are we going and how? How long is this going to last? A while, Nancy. A while. Now, Danny boy. We have a lot of things that we need to work on. And we need to work harder on this thing, okay? With the 8 of Pentacles, this here is literally a glowing hammer to gain whatever you have in mind. This is working on your goals, Danny. I don't know what your specific goal is when it comes to these annoying friends. I'm just going to call them annoying friends now, Danny. But yeah, you need to work a little bit harder on this, okay? Need to work a little bit harder. Eventually, there's going to be a major fallout, but do not worry. This is like rising up from the ashes. With the 4 of Wands and the Phoenix rising up from the ashes. So do not worry. It will be back to normal eventually. It will just need to break the cycle. It's an end of a chapter, but let's be honest, most times it's an end of a chapter. It's the start of a new one when we turn the page. So, Danny, let it go full cycle. Okay? They want me to take sides, Danny, so do not take any sides. And let's just say, I don't want to be caught up in the middle. We've had that recently here. Just tell them, I don't take fucking sides. You guys deal with that. That's your personal fucking shit, you know? You know? So yeah, Danny, honestly, speak your own fucking truth, not their truth. Be fucking honest about that and allow yourself to be angry. People understand angry. You know, let their cycle go through and through. Simple as that, you know. On top of that, you can be the upbringer from the ashes later on because you are a true neutral part when you say, no, fuck you guys. I'm not taking part in this. I don't want to be in the middle. You guys deal with that. That's a personal fucking thing. Have fun, you know. Let their cycle go the full cycle. This is not your cycle. But that is probably the thing that you need to work hard on as well. Literally stand up for yourself and say, nope, not on me. Didn't leave a suicide note or anything. I want to know if it was my fault. Cheyenne Walston, if you want to. I know it's a sensitive topic, but if you want to, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and if you want to, I offer both live and the private readings. So you choose which one you want from there, okay? And also my absolute condolences. What are your thoughts on the Mayan calendar? And didn't the calendar recently end? I mean, it didn't really end. The physical stone one ended back in 2012, but the counting system is still counting. So, you know, there's that. But, yeah, no, the Mayan calendar makes much more sense. It's 20 days. Always starts on a Monday. Always ends on a Sunday. It's not a personality test like Jungian and Western zodiacs. On top of that, it just keeps counting. So every month is a new name. It's not like in November, December, January, February, so on and so forth, you know. What kind of witch? Polymathical omnist, if you like to Google those two words separately. Can I request some guidance, please? Of course, Soleil. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading if you want to. Built to dominate? No. Marie, you can block built to dominate if you want to. Me refusing to take sides 3 years ago is what popped the very last friendship chords. Guess what role I had? Classic. Thank you, Amazon. Cheyenne, thank you for following as well. If she wants a reading, she can have one purchased. Who? Fancy Nancy is who? So, Fancy Nancy, would you like a reading? People are sometimes enjoying to take other people down, and that's not on me. Danny, it's so fucking not on you. The self-harm one. Did not see that one. What is bind runes for? Magical... Magical inscriptions and descriptions. Manifestations through words and letter systems. You know who I am, Fancy Nancy. I know exactly who you are. You are Fancy Nancy. To be fair, we were in that weird hero-victim-oppressor triangle of abuse. You know? Oh, that is absolutely horrendous. Justin, love you too, man. Love you too. Why are witches always females in movies? They are not always females in movies. Have you seen Sabrina the Teenage Witch? There's a lot of men in that. American Horror Story, there's a lot of men in that as well. But alongside that, that's because it's mainly a Christian viewpoint from Hollywood's point of view, and they want to keep both the cultural heritage of how people view witches alongside they want to make it an understanding that they are witches. So not only are they controlling the view, but they also want to make it understandable with the view. So the moment someone is... Let's not even go into like those two genders, man and female. Ugh, I hate female women. Let's do it non-binary, right? Have you ever seen a non-binary witch in movies? No, because that doesn't follow the regular thing. So you needed to make it more obvious, and that is usually the movie language, making it obvious for you as a reader that you don't need to explain that they are a witch. It needs to be already known, so on and so forth. So yeah, they go with the 1500s politics of the whole thing. So Walston, you have been gifted a live reading. You get to choose if it's a quick yes or no, or if you want a 15 minutes live box reading. You choose. Katie Holmes, Cairnmark is a talented witch. He helped me out tremendously. Oh, Katie, thank you, man. It warms my heart every time you spout that out, man. God dang it. Isn't just personality test? Isn't just personality tests. There are several techniques that allow you to predict the future, which is what I do. I cannot determine the person's personality. True. How do you know if you are a witch? You get to choose. It's just a title. Farant, top of the morning, beautiful. How are you doing? Are you a part of the High Hat Society? Brusha, you missed literally everything. There were so many preachers, Brusha. And like there was a Brazilian lady who talked a lot about brujeria. It was really cool, Brusha. It was really cool. You get to choose? Oof. Yeah. No, Cheyenne needs to choose. Cheyenne needs to choose. Lalouche, what are you looking for? If you want proof, you can go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and not click the thing in my bio. You can find all the spell work and readings there. But if you want to see reviews from other people, because the moment I say that, fuck yeah, I'm the real deal and blah, 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 I feel like it's very biased, you know? Listen to the people around me instead. Like, for example, the moderators, the other people, and so on and so forth. But you can see the reviews in one of my pinned videos. So go through there, Lalouche, and send me a DM of whatever you need. If you need spell work, if you need readings, if you need mediumship, if you need anything, I'm here. If anything, I also have 2 bachelors and 5 books on the topic. So if you want to talk academically and fact-based, we can do that as well. No matter if you believe it or not. You know, that kind of thing. Hello, my lord. It's been a minute. I'm doing okay, thank you. And what society? The High Hat Society, seeing your profile picture. Tasha, fucking real, man. I love fairy folklore. Mythology is so fun, especially involving the fays. True, fucking that. I need to get in touch with my inner witch. Ooh, Lalouche. Any innate talents? Why a witch and not a warlock? Well, I'm a warlock is from a Christian background and has a sugar daddy or sugar mommy as a deity. I do not have either. I do not come from a Christian background, nor have a sugar mommy or sugar daddy as a deity or warlock. More like a witch because I work with nature and spirits, but if anything, I would be closer to a wizard. But people ridicule the word of wizard today. So, yeah, witch. If anything, if you would like to call me correctly, it would be a polymathical omnit. So, yeah. Or nerd. It works as well. Danny, that usually goes when growing up. Now, my son, whenever you and Walston is done, I think you can even invite them up to make it happen, kind of thing. Because I don't know what you guys are talking about. I feel like I'm missing a lot. Offered an apple to palm. Now the apple is heavy, like full of apple juice. Lovely. Oh, yeah, I did get a massive notification that you invited them up. Look at that. That is cool. Hi. Hello, hello. Walston. We can hear some kind of mic coming through. Walston, we can hear you. Hello. Hello, Walston. I heard a TV. Yeah, I also kind of heard it. Oh, it's muted. Oh, they yeeted off. Okay. God dang it. My phone is messing up. Ah, wasn't classic. And left. We heard some kind of TV though, Walston. We heard some kind of TV. Classic technology. Used to work as a software fixer back in my good old days, and some hardware in a tech shop. Because, I mean, let's be honest, coding is quite easy if you're an absolute nerd. And, like, anytime I get usually elderly, not necessarily elderly, but usually elderly, they come in like, technology is amazing when it works. And like, when it works. Like, I'm so tired of that fucking sentence, man. Maybe. Just saying, Game Boy Color hasn't failed me yet. Farant? Oh, same. Reminds me of being a cashier and a price doesn't come up. Must be free. Hardy har. Yeah, fucking classic, man. New to tarot, but are regular playing cards also used for divination? And if so, yes, it's called cardmancy. What is the meaning of the high and low jokers? Major arcana. Major arcana is usually... It's quite difficult when it comes to putting regular playing cards, like poker cards, to tarot cards, because tarot cards have 72 to 78 cards depending on the artist, and playing cards have 52. So it's quite difficult to throw in also major arcana in there. So don't put them side to side and learn playing cards separately. But as goes, hearts is cups, so emotions. Diamonds is fuck, what was it? Diamonds is pentacles, so anything that you can give, monetary value, time, focus, money.
Clover is wands, so mental actions, and spades is swords, physical actions. So after that, you can kind of, if you want to do any kind of equivalent to tarot, it would be something close to that. Is Walston's even in yet? How to make X come back? Honey, I offer love spells if you want that shit to happen. So go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself that spell work. Once you do get love spells, though, specifically, send me a DM here on TikTok so I can send you the link to Google Calendar so you can book the best time so you and I can sit together during the spell work so you can tell me all the fun stories, memories, and sexy times, if you like, to allow me. So we can bring him back. Yeah, we do that type of spell work together. I can't see them in the viewer list anymore. Is Walston even in? Honey, so? Gender doesn't really have to do with it. That's alright. My word stand, honey. My word stand. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, get yourself that love spell, and you and I will have a one-on-one call while we do some spell work together. Honey, yes, this is my full-time job after all. Thank you for the follow, honey. Yeah, I think Walston's phone really started messing up. They still haven't shown their face again. Anytime I say face, I always think about this really weird accent in Swedish. Because when you say, what a handsome face, it sounds in Swedish as you ask, was it he who farted? In an accent. Fuck's sake. Okay, I guess you guys are just watching me blow my nose. Lovely fucking cameraman. Steve just wants an out on me now. I suppose. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Fuck it. The brightness. Okay. With this song, I'm just picturing a medieval Eminem. Matthias feeling like a rap god. Rap god. Aren't thou feeling like a rap god? Rap god. Arms feeling like wet bread. Earth is pulling me down like thy heavy rocks. At least there's nothing in your mustache. At least there's nothing in my mustache. At least, yeah. Makes me feel better while I'm sat here doing the same. Don't worry, Trixie Ghost. You also sick, man. I'm sorry. And Nkabanhle Lilo, go into my profile. Click the thing in my bio and get yourself a live reading. If the full Major Arcana suit told a story from 0 to 0, the Fool, to 21, the World, what would the story be? It's one of the more obvious ones. There are two sets of Major Arcana. It's the hero's journey and it's the fool's journey. It's the start of a journey to the fall of the hero, to the upbringing of the hero, to obstacles, to self-care, to it's the emotional spectra practically of anyone who has grown up. You start your life, you get to learn new things, you self-care, you need to find yourself, you find some problems, so on and so forth. It's the regular life of a person. That's what the Fool and the Hero journey is all about in Major Arcana. Knight of Cups. What about Knight of Cups? Oh, that's a lot of lemon, and I don't do sour well. Wah. Goddamn. Tasha, you have an amazing day and have the day that you deserve. Oh, God damn, that's a lot of... That's a lot of lemon. I'll brew today. Strawberry, lemon, vanilla, ginger, honey, tea. I'm really sick, so yeah. Oh, the lemon. Major arcana equals 2 sides. What do you mean 2 sides? 2 final results? What? Well, it's usually a cycle. Not final results, it's a cycle when you restart the story. Good eve, sweet circle thingy. Melissa, top of the morning, beautiful. How are you? How's life treating you? Jesus fucking Christ, Ghost. That was so loud. Thank you for subscribing on Twitch. What the fuck, man? Whew. It was way louder than I expected. God damn. I need to fix that notification, I feel like. Shit, man. God damn. The fall is the hero or the success of the hero, like you said. But yes, that's the, like in the middle of the story, not the result. That's in the middle of the story. The story continues after the fall and rise. It goes full cyclical. Trixie goes, yeah, they are really fucking loud, man. 2 jokers sum up the results of the hero's journey. But the hero's journey or the fool's journey doesn't have an end result. Are you doing yes and no questions? Honey, yes, I do. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading if you're interested. For example, in this art, Ice Blue. In this art specifically, let's see if we can find it easily. Oh, poor deck. God damn it. Need to find the DOS one. So, instead of the last regular card of the regular hero's journey, of the regular fool's journey, we have the Enant instead with this artist. This card specifically, alongside 2 other cards, are fairly unique to this deck alone. This is telling me a cycle. This is where we redo the whole story. We start from the beginning again. The Enant, cyclical, returns, routine. This is the end of the fool's journey, cyclical. So yeah, it starts and ends with the fool. And the fool is always the start. Send you pictures in my DM of the skull burned on my wall and the bruises on my legs from the chair. Lovely, Nancy. I'll check that through after the live, okay? Read, please. Yesterday you said a decision has been made for my man. Can we clarify what that was? Ouroboros? Ouroboros needs to eat his own ass. That's just a sneak on the picture. Oh, my back. Ooh. How interesting. He's been let go. Maybe not yet, but the decision has been made to let him go. He's getting fired. Damn. Damn. Ouroboros is a cycle. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Yes, indeed, Nelson. Wednesdays. When I draw the gods, it seems to get unusual / surprising aspect of them. Why is it? Because usually it's, let's be honest, Virgil, it's not necessarily surprising. Everyone has their own interpretation and stuff like that, but most art, I would say, of most deities, spirits, beings, and so on and so forth, usually have the general aspects because they take inspiration from other people's art and they know the knowledge of them and so on and so forth. You, on the other hand, Virgil, literally draw upon them, for them, with them, not to draw inspiration from other art. You don't go with prior knowledge. Other than maybe you know the basics, for example, with an angel. Okay, cool, it has wings, lovely. So you might draw an artistical routine from the idea of what an angel is. But other than that, okay, cool. So what? You, Virgil, are open-minded enough to say that, okay, what you give me is what I will do. That is the major difference. You are able to correct other people's, let's call them literally mistakes. Because, I mean, everyone does it differently. Can we check if he will search for another mining job? He will search for jobs, not necessarily mining. Nice, with the King of Pentacles. Heck yeah. Yeah, but don't have expectations of that. What's amazing is that you can sit there without expectations, without any type of, fuck, what is it called? A mold that you need to follow, you know? Farant, yes, we have a full-on coven on Discord. We have book clubs on Sundays, D&D on Saturdays, we have Minecraft, we have tea times, we have movie nights, and so on and so forth. If you want to join there, Farant, send me a DM and I'll send you the invite link. The coven is open for anyone and everyone who wants to join. You need to age verify though, yes or no. What's tea time? Ask Virgil. Virgil is the one who holds tea time. No, Virgil fucking true, man. Heck yeah. Say it louder in the fucking back, Virgil. God damn. I said that way wrong. Say it louder in the back. Like, yeah, Virgil, you step back there and yell back to me. Not say it louder for the people in the back. Just go back there and yell at me. Go further away from me, Virgil, please. You. Being serious, definitely not rude. But I did send something because I didn't find anything else. Missy? What you mean? Did you send DM? Is it like ID thingy? No, it's literally just click a button to say what age you are. Simple as that. Question, will I need to go to California this month? Send a gift? You sent a gift. Oh, why? Research the major arcana is the story of the hero's journey. Where can I look to find out more? Try to look into the fool's journey. The hero's journey is fairly unique. There are a few decks uses the hero's journey. I would argue go look for the fool's journey. Where's the link for it? Send me a DM and I'll send you the invite. Or send it to Marie and you can join it straight away. No, you will not. Options will be open for it, Mama-san, but you will not need to. Just so you know. Virgil, you motherfucker, do it. Jesus. I keep marketing your tea time, man. God dang. For anything? One reading? 3 cards? I don't mind anything. Missy, the thing is, I don't see any of that gifting. Like, nothing. This is my full-time job and I need food. So, unfortunately, I can't live off of gifts if TikTok takes all of your gifts. Unfortunately. Oh, do not worry. Yeah, and not just that, Missy. TikTok takes 80% of all your gift coins. After that, what gets left, if I were to take that shit out to my own accounts, the Swedish tax systems take 70% of what I take out. For example, if you send me a Galaxy that is $13, I get left with 0.0 $79. So 79 cents is what I get from a galaxy. Nothing. So please, if you do want to support me, if you want yourself a reading, spell work, lessons, books on the topic of witchcraft, yes, I have 5 books, please go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need there. That way you also support me, help me get food for my wife, and so on and so forth. It helps way more than you think, and not just in a monetary value, but you actually allow me to keep on dreaming. And that, as an emotional aspect alone, trust me, worthless. So yeah. Oh no, Misty, it's really it's country based. So Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, and Iceland has Nordic and Scandinavian laws, and the Nordic laws are you cannot earn from social media. That's the Nordic laws, not an EU law. It's a Nordic law. So it's Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, and Iceland, and the Faroe Islands. So it's like it's difficult to know that, like, oh no, 5 countries, you know. It is what it is. Mountain because mental health, mainly. People get bullied a lot in Scandinavian countries by Scandinavian people. So the moment we try to earn something from here, we practically get shunned by the rest of the society because people are fucking asshats. And that is why I'm saying that I'm not Swedish most of the days. Because Swedish people usually prove me right about them being asshats online. There are rare few examples. Like Ninetales and Prime and Tim the One Maker, for example. Rare occasions. Most Swedish people, asshats. So yeah, you just proved me right. So it's like it's easy to not know those laws. Yeah, but Misty, the magical thing is they're absolute fucking angels in person. Like, you can trust a Swedish person, Norwegian person, Danish person with your fucking life if you were in person. No matter the amount of bully that they are, you know that they will lay their life down for you no matter what fucking happens, Misty. No matter what. So it's truly a dichotomy of confusion when it comes to the Scandinavian people. Oh, fine. I'll look it through after the live. That's a 9 top in the morning. And when you love what? Sorry, what did I say? Ooh, bracelets. Yeah. Handmade by Skooscat. Another reader. Maria Mitnikov. I'm doing absolutely fucking magical. Ooh, love the profile picture there, Mitnikov. Nice. If it's one question, does CSN take one yes or no? CSN? CSN? Who? I am providing readings through this live Sierra Lefe. I am. Who is she? American, and most are assets here. Yeah, Misty, that's absolutely fine. And now I get who. Yeah. Mama Son has also gifted you a yes or no question, Misty. If you do want a quick yes or no. Crystal, top of the morning. So ask your questions, and it's all yours. I need to teach you Taiwanese. Marie, I'm dyslexic. I can barely read regular knees, okay? I know Japanese, not Taiwanese or regular knees. I love Liam Neeson. I love the car Neeson. I love my niece. I love Liam Neeson's Neeson. I love Liam Neeson's Neeson and Neeson. So on and so forth. What do you want with my niece? Virgil, give him. It's me and my husband in the picture at our pre-wedding. Fuck yeah, I knew it. By the way, are you doing free yes or no questions this live? Frant, I am not. Thank you for outing me, Frant. Wow. I always feel so rude. Like, no, sorry, I'm not doing free because I need food. Like, I feel like a horrible person when I say that. Sorry, I love Bling would ask witch-related questions, but I'm uneducated that I don't want to be rude. Oh, Dragon Sapphire, do not worry. There's not a thing called a stupid question. You can literally ask anything. Unless it's asked in ill intent, it's not stupid. Ever. Absolutely. Will things get better for my children? Son on your knees. Liam Neeson's son's niece in the Neeson. God damn. This is getting too many knees. No. Misty. Apparently not. Only for short terms. Only for short terms. Not long-term views. I'm sorry, Misty. I've taken the monthly reading, love. Virgil. What? Wild. Fuck yeah. The title of the live just confused me. Ask anything about witchcraft? Yeah. Am I missing something with my niece? Yeah, Liam Neeson. How in the world do you get answers from pictures? It's not necessarily from pictures. So everyone works with tarot in vastly different ways. Some people call it synchronicity. Some people call it like it's God drawing upon the cards. It's a form of divination. Everyone does it differently. There's 600,000 different kind of practices, and some divinations are used with, for example, pictures. Very early on, for example, the Chinese language was created through bone reading. When you threw bones, you can see here, this letter right here, this specifically is about people. This is about fire. So you can kind of see how it becomes a pictogram, like pictures, like the hieroglyphs, you know, and so on and so forth. So when we do divinations by tarot, which this is called, it's almost like becoming an art critic. Or for some people, they read the guidebooks as well, so they know the meanings of the art as well. So naturally, if I draw this card, the cups, I know, is about emotions. We can see smoke and a lot of stuff in there. A lot of movements and a lot of things coming out of the cups. So this is emotional. This is a lot about overthinking. This is about you overthinking your current situations. Maybe about housing, maybe about movement, maybe about other people, maybe about animals. There's a lot. And this here, if you are not an overthinker, is at the very least a good fucking call out for you having ADHD. So, yeah, divinations and getting the future or past and present from art is different for everyone. If someone is pulling the strings, if it's synchronicity, if the universe wants to tell you stuff, everyone does it differently. As I said, no stupid questions. If anything, fucking amazing question. I wish more people would just be honest with themselves and just ask. To be fair, it's not a big thing. I just have questions that can't be asked in public because TikTok doesn't like... Well, no, that's fair enough. That's absolutely fair enough. So yeah, thank you for asking, dude. Thank you, Dragon. That's how you should ask it. As I said, if it's not asked in ill intent, there's no such thing as a stupid question. How soon do I leave? When am I leaving? Fighter Girl, if you want yourself a reading, go into my profile, click the link in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Bro, does it only apply to your citizens? To my citizens, I do not own any country, Andoro. Honestly, is only word not overrated? Is only word not overrated? Misty, what do you mean? Annette Grekel? Thank you for following. Oh, Andorra. Yeah, I don't own a country. I never bring ill intent to a potential learning experience, right? As I feel like most people should, but let's be honest, bullies are bullies, Dragon. Ugh. There's people for anything. It's one of those fun things. Can you see the future? Yes, it's called Deja Vu. It's really fun. Have a great day. Rebel Buddha, you have an amazing day and have the day that you deserve. How do I get into being a witch? Well, it's a craft first and foremost. It can be religious and it can be political. It doesn't necessarily need to be either. So if you want to learn the craft, I can teach you. I offer lessons. Or I can answer any questions that you want to regarding witchcraft here. Or get one of my books, as Mama Son pinned right there and then. Honestly, is the only word not overrated. Honesty is the only way. Right. Well, I would be morally gray and say, yeah, to that. Not everyone deserves the truth. Not everyone is ready for truth. Case-to-case basis. You just want to learn about all of it? Fuck yeah, you came to the right fucking place, beautiful. We talk about witchcraft every single day from 5:30 to 10 a.m. We've been live for two and a half hours. We're going to be live for at the very least one more hour. Yes. You can ask anything about witchcraft. make spells and sacrifice animals and stuff. Sacrificing animals is fairly rare today, just so you know. There are practices like voodoo, hoodoo, Orisha and stuff like that. Like those practices do animal sacrifices. Early Christians did a lot of animal sacrifices when they built churches and stuff like that to make church scrims and stuff. But it's rare. It's very rare because mainly ethics and morals. So yeah, unless you want to go into Satanism or Thelemic practices, it will be very rare. Just so you know. I'd love to know nothing but the truth about everything, Misty. Fair. But that's a you thing, not an everyone's thing. I once did an art project using tarot cards for a pagan. Not sure that's the right word. No, that, if anything, that is the most correct vague shit that you could have said. Pagan, as a learning moment, dragon. Pagan means anything of the false teaching. It's a Christian derogatory term built and created etymologically back in the 1500s, meaning anything of the false teaching, literally anything that is not Christian. So when you say pagan, it's anything and everyone who is not Christian. Could be Muslim, Buddhist, Shinto, Celtic, Norse, Kemetic, Hellenic, and so on and so forth. It just keeps going. So when you say you're pagan, it's vague. If you want to be precise, say Norse, say Celtic, say Kemetic, so on and so forth. But you are absolutely correct in saying tarot cards for a pagan. Do you think a person can be an earth angel and star seed both? Yes, of course. They are not mutually exclusive after all. You talk like you're in depth, Arya? No, I talk like I'm a nerd. I feel like you confuse capitalism with interest. God damn. What do you think of RFK Witchcraft with the roadkill and animal members? It's their practice. Who am I to judge? And animal laws are very much against that. There is that as well. Do you believe in love spells / love potions? 100%. I offer, at the very least, love spells in my profile. Lol, this guy sounds so in-depth. Arya, you sound a lot like a capitalist, man. God damn. My condolences if interest and nerding out is debt to you. Your life must suck, man. Also, get more creative with your bullying. God damn. Heard it before. Religion and beliefs are beyond me. Lol, I just know I exist, and that's about it. And Dragon, that is so fucking fair, man. So fucking fair. Everyone's different. It can still be an interesting topic after all. Who doesn't like Lord of the Rings movies, you know? Fuck yeah. Ninetale's top in the morning, man. Any suggestions on someone coming into many powers at once? Take the most tangible one and start working with that. First. Love nature, animals, angel. Yes, me too. Vegan here. You can't love animals and eat animals. Fight me. How are they work? It's not like in the movies, I believe. Sometimes in the movies. I mean, there isn't a single original movie out there. Except Atarado, I learned. Quite cool. So sometimes they work with creating new goals, new emotions, controlling people. Sometimes it's about creating more possibilities, deleting other possibilities by not controlling the person in mind, and so on and so forth. Ice Blue, you have an amazing day and have the day that you deserve. And I'll see you some other day. So yeah. Love spells works in different ways depending on the spell work, the components, the practice, and the creativity of the spellcaster's mind. So it really depends. Oh, Angel, fuck yes. Need me more vegans in here. How can I cleanse my aura? Different people does it differently. Some people literally do one of those do-it-all showers, you know. True cleanse. Indeed. Like Mama Salt said, love spells needs to be done very carefully. I do extra stuff with consent of the person that I cast love spells for. So I put in usually the triggers like, I want this love to last until I want it to last. So you get a choice. That way it doesn't turn scary and stalkerish and physical. Just in cases. So I put in triggers. Just in cases. I like to live by the rule, if you have a kind soul, you can eat at my table. If that makes sense. Dragon, honestly, fuck yeah. And Dad, I don't want to throw Christianity at you, but that is the true fucking word of Jesus right there. Just so you know, Dragon. That is what Jesus literally gave out as words. The word of Paul became more famous, though, and literally created more chains than breaking them, but you get it. Did you watch Obsession? Yes, and I've never felt more triggered than Gareth. It was absolutely horrendous. It's 2 a.m., but I'll definitely find you again. Have an awesome night. Misty, I'm here every morning, 5:30 to 10 a.m., talking about all of these things. Oh, Minicup, god dang it. You might want to get yourself a private one then. Triggered why? Mainly because, like, yeah, sure, she was under a spell and everything like that, but her behavior. The erratic behavior, the obsessive behavior. My mom and dad, man. My mom and dad. Fucking scary shit. I was not okay for at least 2 days. I will keep you straight. That sounded a bit hoary. Like it. All American, it's not my girlfriend, it's my wife. But close enough. Well, I was raised Christian, but later decided believing in one God didn't sound right. Dragon, fair enough. But you're following it a true way. Literally. Ethics and morals. I'm here for that shit. Arya, true that. Fuck yeah. Luckily, I'm not looking for forgiveness now, do I? I'm going to pass my driving license. And Carolina, if you do want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself that reading. What happened if you do a spell wrong? Depends entirely on the practice and the practitioner. So for some, it would be paybacks or backfirings and stuff like that. For other practitioners, they won't even notice. It really depends on the practitioner and the spell sword. So, yeah. Because I love it, but it doesn't love me back. We can absolutely do that if you want to, Frant. God loves us all. True fucking dad, all American. True fucking dad. Would it work if I make bones for bone throwing from polymer clay? I don't see why not. You know? I welcome all religions in my home as long as you or no one else is actively out to harm. Dragon, fucking true. Witches are females, tyrannical, and you're stuck in the 1500s politics. It's 2026. You might want to come back here. You know? You're saying tyrannical. Lol, sold out Caroline? Who is Caroline? Oh, Karolina Saniek. Is that the one you're talking about, Ari? Sold out. English not your first language, Ari? Idem, what people believe in. I'm gonna respect them even if they don't respect my own beliefs. Frant. True that. True that. Dragon, I'm so fucking with you. Oh, please preach more. Say it louder for the people in the back. In difference to Virgil that needs to say it louder from the back. Have a great one. Misty, you have an amazing day and have the day that you deserve. Okay, need to go have a doctor's check on pregnancy. We'll see you later. Congrats on the pregnancy, Mitnigoff, and you have an amazing day and have the day that you deserve. And so on and so forth. As long as you don't threaten my friends and myself, you do you, boo. No, I don't care if they threaten anything. They can go fuck themselves. Wordle, hey! Wordle, no, stand in the fucking corner. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm hearing German. Spelled the word earlier? And what word was that? Helen sprachen Sie Deutsch? Dragon, thank you for following, beautiful. Tearful. But not in German. Aaron, welcome back. You know where to get your readings. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. I vibe with y'all. I hope I manage to catch more lives. Dragon, I'm here every Monday to Friday, 5:30 to 10 a.m. Central European time. If you want to join in more, we do also have a coven. It's free to join. Send me a DM on TikTok. I'll send you the invite link. Or send my moderator Marie there on TikTok a DM. And they'll send you. It was in a word German. Something close to Torfield. In that case, Fancy Nancy. Can I ask, do dreams have a deeper meaning? They usually do, yes. It's just very difficult to do that interpretation without a lot of therapy sessions. Because, you need to know your hobbies, your interests, what you work with, family situations, your past, so on and so forth, your goals, Good morning from the hospital. Abs, we gone that far, haven't we? God damn. How you doing, Abs? How you doing? Besides the hospital thing, how you doing? And Fila, if you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need. What is your favorite question being asked? Anytime there's a new creative question, it doesn't necessarily being one specific question, it's just when there's a new question, Same old shite, lol, just trying to tag along. How are you? As I'm freakishly fucking sick, but I woke up without a coughing fit today, so that was quite nice. Oh, virtual coffee, absolute coffee, yeah. Go, man. Zero lose, how are you? I'm doing absolutely magical, besides being sick. How to get rid of evil eye or negative energy from an external source. Defamic, you can get a curse removal spell work from me. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself that spell work. We do that shit together during a video call. Odd question, what's a coven? Because some say cult, others have said similar to found family. Dragon, depends entirely on who you ask. Etymologically, it's a group of people. That's it. You know the sentence, blood is thicker than water? That whole sentence that got misinterpreted is literally the blood of a covenant is thicker than water from the womb. Literally that chosen family can be just as strong or stronger than family bonds. So a covenant is literally just a collection of people. Doesn't necessarily mean to be bonded, doesn't necessarily mean to be strong. It doesn't necessarily need to be anything. It's a chosen group of people. A coven nowadays is also a little bit more theological than what may have been back in the good old English sentences. Now today, religious or witchy. For example, every Sunday in Christian, life, you go to Sunday church. That would be a coven. Or the covenant. Fucking Jesus. Susie top in the morning. Holy fuck, is this... It is. Dragon, honestly, yeah. Too constantly. There's someone very sad. That sounds rough. Abs, yeah, sick. It's fun. You okay, my lord? Ferrand, I'm very sick. Hope that was obvious enough. You help direct me to my correct path. I stopped sure I've become awakened. I know I'm different. Madison, I do offer lessons if you want to explore all of that stuff. If it's witchcraft, if it's spirituality, if it's about the whole awakening. Everyone has different thing. We all fucked. As I said, I woke up without a coughing fit, so that was quite nice. I'm not correct. That is German for devil. I am finally Teufel. No. No. That is not devil. It's more closer to bastard. Your amazing witchcraft is my jam right now. I just don't understand it. Madison, oh, we can absolutely get you there. I'm here every Monday to Friday, 5:30 to 10 a.m. Swedish time / Central European time if you want to ask anything on live as well. But I do offer private lessons, so we can just sit there for 2 hours answering and doing all the questions that you care for. It's truly a good ranting session for the both of us. Turner Motorsports will. Duifel in Dutch? It does, Crystal, it does. And Motorsports, if you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Deal with it by myself. Susie, fucking fair, man. Everyone's different. Or Duvel. Fair, fair. Beer brand. Nice. I have to remake some coffee concentrate today. Virgil, do some. Have fun. And drink all of it in one go. Be awake until Christmas. The nightmare before Christmas. Fancy Nancy? Yeah, we need to fix that. What do you have to do? Turner, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. What movie or show do you think has the most accurate witchcraft? Shy, if you add the word fantasy before any type of descriptory shit in any movie, fantasy movies, you get correct. Lord of the Rings, Hereditary, The Ring, what else? Geez, those were the 3 fantasy things that I remembered. So, I have mayhem. Fancy Nancy? Yes, keep dancing. The Wicker Man? Yes. Midsommar? Yes. All of them correct. Avatar? Curious? Yes. Correct. Avatar is a lot about martial arts, though, and the spiritualism from what the spirit does through martial arts, the feng shui of movements. So you can see how earthbenders are like kung fu, you can see how waterbenders are tai chi, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Yes, all correct. There isn't a single fucking original fantasy movie out there that is original. I have found 2 so far. I found the last one last night, actually. Aterrado, or Terrified as it's called in English. But Aterrado has a very specific mythological being that is not from any myths. It's self-made by the director-writer himself, that where you can only see the monsters from a specific angle. Absolutely horrendous. Malang, if you want to, I offer love spells as well. But if you want live readings, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and you can find both spells and live readings there. Is evil eye a good or bad thing? Because it has evil in the name. Dragon, you are so correct in asking that. You see, this is usually called an evil eye, right? But it's because people don't really know what it is. Its real name is Nazar. Nazzar. Nazar bead. Nazar eye. It protects from evil eye, the judgmental look of people, which is a hex or jinx. Susie, you have an amazing day. So, yeah, you wouldn't be wrong in assuming like, oh yeah, it has evil eye, but its real name is Nazar. So it protects. This protects. Yes or no? People have just gotten a little bit confused about the name. That's all. We also have one here. And true, the Turner Motorsports. We got ourselves a thingamajig. Angel, you have an amazing sleep. I have heard stories where the Wendigos could only be seen through specific angles / mirrors. Yes, that depends on if it's from the Great Plains or if it's from any other Native American practice. But the Great Plains has specific angles that kind of got overlapped with the hide-behinds, the Canadian beliefs of horror beings. The hide-behinds are just as scary, Virgil. So yeah, they kind of got mushed together at some point with the Great Plains. Great Plain tribes. Motorsports, you got yourself a 3-card pull. So what is the question? Was it, will you ride good on, what was it, Sunday? Virgil, fair enough. I just did, Momson. I just did. The moment you hit send, I think. How will I do in my race on Sunday? Oh, how rather than will I? Ooh, I like how you made it to an open-ended question rather than a quick yes or no. How the fuck? I would urge you not to do it, Turner. Please ride freakishly fucking careful. Oh, Dragon, you have no idea. My lungs hurt by breathing. But that also is not okay with my muscle disease that I have. But, Tlaco, top of the morning. This card alone, Turner, is telling me survive the fight. Not come out okay. Survive the fight, okay? This here tells me a crash and burn when it comes to racing. Seeing that you do motorsports. I'm thinking cross bike. This here is practically someone will try to sabotage for you. Race car. Ooh, Turner, even worse. But at least a safer thing rather than a bike. So that's good. But yeah, this is about surviving the race, not coming out okay in the race, okay? So no, you will not do good. Try to survive. Focus on that, Turner. Focus on that. This is literally about sabotaging, because I cannot tell you how, when, or where. Okay? With the High Priestess, this is like being left on red on any message. Like, so I cannot tell you, but this is telling me you're getting sabotaged. So be fucking careful, Turner. I love the art, but also be careful while racing. Yes. So yeah, Turner, good luck. Don't trust the random tarot readings I have been getting on my For You page all of a sudden. Shy? Nah. Honestly, nah. Could you do one to see if I should ask out this girl I like? Please try if you want yourself a live reading. Do like Turner here and go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Jesus loves you, sausage rolls. Jesus loves you too, man. Heck yeah. Thank you for spreading his love. What was my third card? It was the Four of Pentacles. So it's a little bit like a breakthrough. So you will notice and learn something new alongside the way. A bit of a breakthrough. Fun. Maybe who your true enemies are. No, but you get it. A breakthrough in some way or form or shape. Fancy Nancy? Nah, don't give it. That's a horrible deal. Can I please get a case special on Black Beauty? Already on it. What are the downsides of love spells? Depends entirely on the love spell and the practitioner. Sometimes it can become physically dangerous. Sometimes can be emotional. Sometimes can be restraining, so on and so forth. Depending on the love spell, you can make it triggered so that it doesn't come that far. So it depends on the practitioner. So if you get a love spell from me, I make it safe and not dangerous. Okay? No animals need to die during that process. Sometimes they do. Because practitioners are absolute idiots and they just throw love spells all around. Fucking Christ. Mama's on. It's going to be a very creative day. It's going to be emotionally... going to pick up the emotions again. It's going to pick up the emotions. We have been a little bit hurt lately, so it's going to be picking up the pieces from the shards, you know. Shy, yes. I can't say that I've done an empirical study myself, but I have noticed clearly for people that have come into my DMs, people who calls me and people who text me, I have noticed like, oh yeah, my animals get sick usually, or they have died suddenly. And I asked, did you do a love spell? And they're like, yeah. So it's not a study that I have done actively. It's just one of those empirical studies that I have accidentally done and noticed, like a social experiment kind of thing. So yeah, there's some kind of payment for people who don't know shit. So the moment I say, okay, well, maybe you need to study your craft first, because you don't know what payment is, apparently. It's like putting up a wanted poster with a, you take what you get when you've done the job. You know? Call the first card Emma? Honestly, that is so befitting. It looks like an Emma as well. But on top of that, we're going to dream a lot about success today, Mama-san. But that's just it. We're going to dream about success. Nancy, as I said, get out of bed, be active, keep dancing, do something fun, watch a movie, do a hobby. Like I said, do not go to bed. Definitely need to either do a deep dive on how to do spells safely or get a job to pay you. Shy? Yeah. Either or works, to be honest. The other doesn't neglect like the other, so it's not mutually exclusive. Where's a good place to start in researching witchcraft, because vocabulary will trip me up. Dragon, here. You can ask literally anything here. I'm here live every Monday to Friday. I also have five books. What the fuck is counting? Dyscalculy, am I right? I got 5 books on the topic. I write academically, if you want to, also get a good reference list and all that. I would love to get into witchcraft more, but someone told me if I do, then I'm inviting in spirit. Shy, that is such a fucking classic thing for people to say when they don't know shit about witchcraft. Some people don't work with spirits whatsoever. Shy, be careful about opening the door. You might invite people in. You might invite insects in. Shy, if you have sex, you will get pregnant and die. You hear what I'm saying? Like, it's wild. What? Seriously, we are broken. It won't let me rest. Nancy, that's what I'm telling you. Do a hobby. Do something interesting. Watch a movie. Keep dancing. I would love to get into witchcraft more, but someone told me if I do, then I'm inviting in spirits. Virgil, did you just copy that? What the fuck? Honestly, fair. I would invest in books, but mostly my extra money is for therapy. Do therapy, Dragon. Focus on that first. Do that. I'm going to receive my papers. If you want to get a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need from there. Pouring salt at both of my doors. Do so. Put an iron nail at the very top of it as well. Do you ever do sigil work? Yes, I even offer sigil work in my website. So, for example, self-made right there. I have designed every single tattoo of my own. I like to work in 3D space. It's quite fun. But yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun. I call this the Book of Shapes. So yeah, it's fun. Free post button. That is so weird. Why would that be needed? That book looks awesome. I'm thinking once that book is filled up, I'm gonna sell it as well. It's gonna feel like a fucking nuclear bomb when someone holds it. It's gonna be fun. Whoever gets it. What is your favorite sigil? So far, my summoning sigil. It's quite useful. God, can barely see that. It's not finished yet. It needs some fine tuning, but yeah. My summoning sigil. So it needs some extra work in it. Can summon most things with it so far. Not everything. So that's why it needs fine tuning. I find it interesting, but I find it hard to make them look traditionally right. But also for me, why does it need to be traditionally right? If you want to, Drizzle, I offer lessons. If you want to learn sigil work, I can teach you the absolute groundwork, and we will do sigils together. It is quite an easy thing to do the foundations through various means of sigil work. There's 3 major ways of doing it. So if you want to, get yourself a private lesson. Is sigil just a doodle with meaningful symbols? In Chinese Kofu papers, yes. Literally just doodles. The less tangible and readable they are, the better they are, apparently. But that's the Chinese style. Other things are meaningful descriptions. Almost like a chem paper that you did in school, Dragon. You know, like, oh yeah, you have this component, you heat them up to this degree, and that creates the byproduct of this, and it leaves the correct product of this while doing this for this amount of time, and so on and so forth. So it's like a description of a chem paper. I really need to enchant my drinks more. My mood is genuinely getting better with my coffee. Fuck yeah. What are the reasons why people summon spirits? Well, some to have servitors, some to have help, some to ask questions. Some have the beliefs that some spirits, when beyond the veil, are beyond the time and space. So they know the future, they know the past, they know other people, they know everything and nothing at the same time. So when you summon spirits, you can ask them all of these questions that you need to. So for some mediums, for clients, they, do the natural thing. Is my mom okay? She died a few years ago, and I want to see how they are doing. I want a little bit of communication, So on and so forth. Is there spells to summon my ex? I miss her. Ability? Yes. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself that love spell. Once you do, I'll send you the link to Google Calendar so you can book the best fitting time for you, so you and I can sit during a video call and do that spell work together. Add some water in it, do make it with a bit of cinnamon. Oh, Virgil, that sounds absolutely fucking tasty now, doesn't it? God damn. Amanda, thank you for following. Beautiful. Skeptic, yup. What the fuck? First man in reality to reach out to the dead. Skeptic, what? I feel like you missed out on world history there. Did you know that Hitler had a whole group literally focusing on that alone? I love that I pulled in, evil doers alongside that. Fuck. But yeah, no, we've been doing that for just about 500 years and longer. 500 years to tangible documentation, just about 40,000 years when it comes to, men and women doing that, skeptic. So you might want to look up into world history there a bit. First person you go. Woo! Front. Honestly, pretty proud of that one. It's a good title. I've been working hard to get where I am. It's hard being the first man ever to contact the dead. It took me 30 years, but here I am. I want to have a shout out to Mama Son, helped me along the way. I want to give a shout out to God, my man. Fuck my mom and my dad. They don't have anything to do with my own progress. So, thanks to them. Thank you. That was my love speech. Thanks, bye. What in the heck is going on with my love life? Thank you. Fabulicious. If you want yourself a reading, go into my profile, check the link out, and get yourself a live reading from there. Oh yeah, and great grandma Marie. True fucking that, man. True fucking that. And the coven as a whole. Let's be honest. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for making me the first man ever to contact the dead. Iblis, that would be Kemetic, Fancy Nancy. Should I summon my ancestors, Shy? If you want to. You don't know your ancestors. Might be absolute hateful beings or loving beings. You don't know. Might be fun. Or Latin for fire. Don't forget your chair, though, like it could be a magic chair to talk to the spirits. No, it's a gaming chair. It's definitely a gaming chair. This had nothing to do with spirits, friend. This chair doesn't respect me, nor my lower back. Why am I getting all this activity? All these people visiting all these words. I don't understand why. Nancy, most likely because we have provoked something, or maybe that we have finally put up a wall against something bad, so that the being is not necessarily out, so we have allowed kinder beings to be around. When I asked if I had any ancestors in my protective team, I pulled the devil. Virtual fun. Wait to burst my bubble, friend. I'm just being true with you. You don't know them. That is also, why you probably should invite them, so you can get to know them. Unless you have done some, ancestor history. I'm lost about beings. Dragon, everyone and everything is a being. You might want to get more precise there. In Cadence, if you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. I won't be bothering them for that. I would have. At least do something for me. Can you pull a card to see if I can rest tonight? And Fancy, we have already pulled that, and it's a no. That's why we said, get up, watch a movie, do a hobby, do a passion, dance. Literally said no, be active. Nancy. Invite beings. I didn't say anything about invite beings. Blythe? Are there any foundational lexicons that you can derive a reliable foundation for sigil crafting from? Drizzle, my book, my first tome is in my website. Go into my profile, click the link in my bio, and get yourself Tome 1, The Anatomy of Spells, Curses, and Sigils. So yeah, get that. It's a good foundation for spell work. Or sigil work, specifically. Why did I have a dream about my ex unaliving my friend? That is quite rude. Fancy Nancy, then you will crash. Make sure that you don't get into a diabetic coma, though. Wild Moon, top in the morning. Nope, it's official. I zoned out too hard. Dragon, welcome back to reality. Oops, the ghost gravity. Arms is spaghetti and so on and so forth. Whatever the real Slim Shady said. Lady N, if you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading from there. Or get yourself a spell work so you actually get that job. Out for that as well. Ask the question about the books. Lol, happy success all. Miss Jamie, you have an amazing day. Can a seasoned warlock repent and be guided out of the dark? I mean, everyone can. You don't need to be seasoned for that. God will forgive everyone. If you are coming from either a Muslim or a Christian background, God, Allah, or Yahweh, or El will forgive anyone. That's literally what they're all about. What's number 5 about? My 5th book is literally about tourism. You will get one of my bachelors alongside that. My second bachelor is all about morbid tourism and the witchcraft inside of it. It became a case study of the Ethnographical Museum here in Stockholm, showcasing and showing voodoo as objects and tourism. And I felt a little bit wonky with that. So that case study is literally morbid tourism, authenticity, and the marketing of both. How do they use authenticity as a word, and how do they market it? Because they falsified so much shit. So you actually even get one of my bachelors in there, and you get a little bit of world history. So that book is called The Witch's Guide to Tourism. If you want to get your critical eyes on anytime you go on tourism, that's a great fucking book to go on there. Give up in believing in any gods because I got tired of being confused and being met with hate. This dragon, fucking fair, man. Violet, top of the morning, beautiful. How you doing? You're working on book 6 at the moment? I am. That might be what I'm thinking of. Book 6 is the Cairnology. Yes, the multicultural aspects of theological views of crystals and minerals. So yes, I'm working on book 6 right now. K special for Violet? Absolutely. Do you believe in psychic mediums? I do. Because I am one of them. I'm crazy for Drax. No, you're not crazy. You just do not fit neurotypical society. Hi and welcome to a safe space. You're fine, girl. You're fine. Violet, you will have the best day that you've had in years. Take it or leave it. Oh, fuck yeah, Virgil. Thank you. Violet. The day. With the sun. Happiness. Blessings. on good things. Do not fall for this heresy. Christ is the way. Repent. Yes, you should follow the word of Jesus and not the word of Paul there. Boring emoji name. So yeah, you might want to check in on the Bible a little bit. Love the card, right? On top of that, a little bit difficult on, you know, focusing on long-term views and stuff. But focus on self-care today. But focus on self-care. Aviana, if you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading, like Violet here has. You're welcome. I'll take that. Violet, good. Where else? Thank you so much. Honestly, self-care, Ben & Jerry's, be in bed. Best day ever. Could you tell us any basic protection magic from bad energy? Items, usually. You know, evil eye is quite common. Cleansings with sage. You have other crystals like feldspar around. It depends entirely on your culture, your practice, your spell work, your sigils. Like, there are 600,000 different kind of practices out there, and I will not throw you generalized ideas because I do not know your practice. So tell me your practice first, and then I will give you, you know, protection magic from that. Seeing that you also use magic with a K, I can only assume that you're Crowley and Satanist. I love the vibes. Mrs. Irish Frost, thank you. Thank you. It warms my heart, man. Good morning, Mintu. How you doing? I'm very, very sick. Other than that, magical. How are you, beautiful? Years ago, I found dead roses on my porch, and I think it was my witchcraft neighbor. What did it mean? Most likely a love spell. That did not work. I'm new to this. I don't have one. I've only tried chaos. Shuck things in a fucking bucket and shuck that fucking bucket. I get it. But yeah, if you only done chaos, the best protection spell that you can do is literally be fucking flamboyant, man. For example, a few weeks ago, there was this person, 2 people, that's like, oh yeah, you provoked me to curse you. And I'm like, yeah, bitch. Try it. So yeah, literally, mood is one of the greatest protections that you have as a chaos practitioners. Can I DM you? Need a read badly. TikTok is filtering my comment. Madden, I'll check all the DMs right after the live. Yo, welcome back. Go to bed. Kavana, I really want to, man. I really want to. Tell me about my ancestors. They were definitely people way back when. Maybe. I guess. Okay, cool. I don't know what I believe in, but I believe people can be reborn, and I believe no soul is on a set path. Indeed, in Buddhism, it isn't even canon that rebirth and reincarnation needs to be in a set time. So whether you live right now and die, you don't necessarily need to be reborn in the future, like right after your death. Let's say I die tomorrow, I won't be re-alived on... What day is it today? Is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. I won't be re-alived on Saturday. For some beliefs, seeing that it is not canon in Buddhism, you can be re-alived as a caveman. Just about 60,000 years ago. Shirts. Virgil, this is a kimono, man. This is a kimono. I'm sick, man. Like, I had readings yesterday, and I had the worst fucking fever during the first reading. So that shirt is just down there like a wet rag. It's nasty. Maria, of course. But thank you for thinking it dope, Virgil. Thank you. Thank you. Violet, fuck yeah, for the merch. Asha, can be. Marie, today is going to be a learning experience. It's not going to happen alone, and you will not like it. And it's not necessarily about reaching your goals. It's just going to be a learning day. Not necessarily bad. Felt like popping in. Top of the morning to you, beautiful. It's ya boy raisins. Raisins? Sup, my boy raisins. And come on, if you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading. Yes. So, Asha, if you want that curse removed, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a curse removal. Or send me a DM. I will answer all DMs after the live. I activated a puppy, I heard. Boof. We'll sleep shady. Can put QR codes on them to link to the Ko-Fi and Twitch. That would be fun. But that would mean, I mean, yeah. Marie, he did drink yesterday. That was quite nice. What deck is that one, if you don't mind me asking? Mrs. Irish Frost, this is the True Black Tarot by Arthur Wang. Absolutely stunning stuff. Secret art in the backgrounds. So yeah. Got news from other neighbors. It definitely was an Indian burial ground disturbed. So Nancy, there we have that. Yes, and Mrs. Irish, if you check in on Marie, the moderator's text there, thanks to love, is a discount code if you want 10% off shipment. I did it for my DJ friend a little while ago. Sticker bombed places with him. Fuck it. How do I find my soulmate? By being emotionally available and physically available. Goya, if you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need there. They are okay, but this card also wanted to go in there. Column. High Priestess reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed. Column, they are okay, but column. How do I know I found my soulmate? Because the moment you do not have to translate your soul. They will understand you. No matter your interests, your talks, your hobbies, your jokes, your hate, your love. Is there a spell to make me finally pass my driving test? Adity? Yes, indeed. Get into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself that manifestation spell. Heck yeah, let's do it. Or private lessons so that we can actually go through all the theories so that you can actually fucking pass it. If you want to. Did you say okay? I did say okay, Mountain. I did say okay. Is it possible to have a right person, wrong timing? Yes, indeed. People are confusing, but they are also fun to watch like birds. Dragon, right? That's why I always sit at the windows in cafes. If I have money enough to go to a cafe. But you get it. But I agree, 100%. Or like, when you sit on the beach when you're abroad, you can just see people walk around, have fun when they talk, when they are angry, when they laugh, when they drink. So fucking fun. Check out their asses. No, but details. Carpenter, I was watching, ran home. Fair, as he should have. Is this polar relationship the right one for me? What? Ooh. Hi from Netherlands. Mirjam, top of the morning. Ooh, checking out asses. Yeah, I mean, some can objectively just be fucking nice, you know. Yes, but you need to be good at balancing that shit, Balin. Because I live with whimsy. Dragon, honestly, fuck yeah. Mood. Thank you for following, Major. One that you can bounce a quarter off. Whew. Way too ace to notice that stuff. I mean, you can still objectively think that someone is fit. Well done, you know? Don't need to make everything sexy, Virgil. God damn it. Should I make s'mores or go to sleep? S'mores. Shy, come on, man. I feel like that's obvious. Classic Virgil. Always needs to make everything about love and sex and shit. Fucking Virgil, man. Ugh. Tiring, Virgil. You know that? Tiring. It's awesome. I think there's a good balance as we only see each other once or twice a month in person. But in that case, fair enough. Well, fair enough. Virgil, those people exist after all. They do. In the beach. That's the fun part. Can I ask a question? You can ask anything about witchcraft. If you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio. Click the thing in my bio and get yourself a live reading. Setting up a stall at the market this weekend. How will my sales go, Mirjam? Get yourself that live reading. Oh, when I get liquid courage in me, I'm not afraid to tell people they're objectively attractive, as you should, honestly. I feel like commenting on people's attractiveness has become a rare art. Like, they can be objectively good looking, well shaped, well, like, you know, those Greek statues kind of shaped. Like, fuck yeah, you need to comment that shit. People looking good needs to hear that shit, especially if it's men, because let's be honest, men do not talk to men at all. Either emotions or if they do look good or anything like that. Men to men psychology is absolutely fucking horrendous. So as soon as I see a good looking man, I need to tell him, I'm the gayest straight man you will ever see. What kind of witchcraft do you use? Like Santeria, black magic, demonology? What do you use? Everything. Stay away. Everything. I'm a polymathical omnist, if that interests you. Oh yeah, they do. But I live in Switzerland. Even slightly unusual is not accepted. Ugh, nasty. Oh, thanks. Stay away. You're welcome. So yeah, it's needed, and compliments are so necessary. You're still on! I am, Shauna. I am. Kendra, hello! Welcome back. How are you doing? And also, that goes for anything. Like, for example, my best friend, my wife, and I went to a strip club in Cyprus, and like 2 of them were so fucking amazing at the pole. So my wife and I had to go up to them and like, fuck, damn, you are really good. And it's so fun to actually see someone who is interested at dancing pole. Like, you sang along, you were amazing, you were fit. Fuck yeah, you're fucking built for this shit, and you are truly stunning, and you look beautiful. Like, you could see her life right there and then, like, just blew up. Like, you can see the glitter in her eyes, like, finally someone telling her that she is good and, like, genuinely interested in what she does, and not just, like, the object that most strip clubs just force them to be. So it was so fucking nice. My best friends always predict stuff. Is that good or bad? Depends entirely on the prediction, we wouldn't say. Should I do a questions live reading to see if I need a cleansing? It's always good, yeah. Cleansing or curse removal. Those 2 are vastly different things. People look at me weirdly when they realize I'm wearing women clothes. Ugh, how dare you, Virgil? Because the only pretty one in linen and cotton. Fair enough. Oh, linen. I need me more linen clothes, though. Can you see if my meeting next will go well? Emma, if you want yourself a love reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get that live reading, is what I meant. Live. I once talked to a stripper about corpses. We're now friends. Fuck yeah. Okay. When will I get divorced? Whenever you want to. It's your choice. Not sure, because I did a cleansing in the mountains with some witches that turn into animals. Not sure if it worked. Say, that is fair. Jesus crown saves. That sounds like a MAGA kind of way to say you're a Christian. My goodness, your voice is wonderful. Thank you, Skulls. I'm also a little bit sick, so don't take it too seriously, but I feel like this is as close to my voice as you possibly can. There we go, gift suspension. Usually at 3 hours, 15 minutes. We have now learned this. Predicted me and my boyfriend will break up, and after she said that our relationship ended. So bad in that case. So it's a case-to-case basis. Skulls and Candy? Is that like the brand? Thank you for following. Profile is insane. I'm going to go broke with everything I want to purchase. Shauna, I'm here every Monday to Friday. I have books, I have readings, I have lessons, I have a lot of shit. Feel free to help me with my food. And help me with my dream. My dream is being giving my wife the life that she deserves. You stuttered. Fuck yes, Cousin Kenny. Hey, gay. Sona, you're more than welcome to help me out. I always had a spiritual connection with the elder Cherokee medicine. Man, Rolling Thunder had a premonition dream of him and I on a cliff in New Mexico. He died next day. What is our connection meaning? Difficult to say, seeing that we have not been in a therapy session for weeks. We need to talk way more about your hobbies, interests, work, your life, your past life, so on and so forth. Are those runes tattooed on your arms? These are alchemical. If anything, they would be something closer to Christian Gnosticism. It's the periodical table, but in science. So you can maybe see that some of them are blue and some of them are black. The blue ones are the components chemically of what builds a body. You know, coal, oxygen, silver, gold, so on and so forth. You can also see some Jungian star signs in there. And the earlier Jungian star signs as well. Here's a voodoo. Here's a Gnostic protection from Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael, the archangels. Here we have a chemetic blessing from me to you. Here we also have a chemetic blessing from me to you. A little bit of a protection from me. We have a Viking protection and blessing. We have a Death Begone and Gaul tattoo. We have a Wiccan sigil maker, so it's interactive, so I can make new ones. It keeps going up from there. Appeal not approved. And then we naturally have the bigger one, which is multicultural everything. So yeah. How does this work? Do you do any free reading? Sarah, I talk a lot about witchcraft. If you want yourself a live reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need from there. Oh, and I also do have the cathedral here, and then we have some runes and bind runes on here as well for me and my wife. I designed every single one besides the cathedral. If you need yourself some art, I sell sigil work and bind runes in my shop as well. If you want yourself a cool tattoo. Mama Son, you have an amazing sleep and have the sleep that you deserve. Dragons, yes. Tattoos are more permanent than me. Take that in. What was the sigil on Sam and Dean's chest from Supernatural? It's a star. Nothing more than that, Shime. It's a star with cool fire things on it. It is supposed to come from a Solomonic, practice, but let's be honest, just having the pentagram on is not necessarily a protection. So, you're saying. I'm gonna tan my skin after my death with all of my tattoos on display. Fuck yeah, same. What are the hermetic pieces? What do you mean hermetic? Are you talking about hermetic or thelemic? Quite confusing with hermetic. Hermetic. What hermetic? Are we talking about the Supernatural show or are we talking about pieces here? Hermeticism is something closer to Gnosticism as well. So the tattoos, I do not necessarily have hermetic, but it would be the Gnostic one. The protection from the archangels. I like that one. Yeah, right. It's from an old 1580s Bible of sigil work based on the Order of the Angels, so hierarchical sigil work practically. Can you bless my move back to the motherland? I want to return to the roots. Of course, just Shannon. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself that blessing spell work. I really want to go back to sleep. Oh, Virgil, now that Mama Sana is gone. Good night. Bye. Love you, bye. Should I do the money one but also get questions with or pay for one or the other? You can definitely do both. They do not neglect each other. I want monster. I need sleep. Water is optional. And I feel stir crazy. Dragon. Check this out. Can I get a card? The thing is, like, I always pack it down further. You always make it such fucking work, man. Like, I do not have the space for you, Virgil. Always makes me work. God dang it. Virgil? No, that is fair. That is fair. There are deck options? Dragon, yes. Yes, there are. We mainly use the true black deck. What's the difference between our decks? Their names, their artwork, their meanings. So, for example, this one can be used as tarot. This one can be used as oracle, so on and so forth. Hariel. Purification. Angel. Virgil. Hariel. A healer of God. Is what that name means. So yeah, Hariel. Purification. Yes. Healing. The upbeat music? You mean the song from Shrek? What's your favorite deck for readings? True Black. Every single day. It really depends on the reading, though. If it's relationship questions, I do with the ephemeral. But it's too bright nowadays during the summer brightness. I don't watch movies and I listen to like 5 songs on repeat. My media knowledge is low. Dragon, well, hi and welcome to media knowledge then. You can ask anything here. You know of Shrek? That is media knowledge. After all. Or at the very least, now you know of Shrek. That is the most important part of media knowledge. Shrek, and that Jesus for some have existed. Lord, did you check if he will be? He may not have felt it. No, that is absolutely possible. He is absolutely alright. Did he feel it? Nah. He has kept doing what he did. He was with his colleagues. But hey, people, if you ever seen the Supernatural TV show, you might know what's up with this song alone. We've been ending it a little bit earlier this week because, let's be honest, I am sick and I need to fucking sleep. I have one reading today and after that I'm gonna sleep again. All I know is that Donkey ended up with Dragon. I only know that because of Research on Dragons. Yes, worse, even worse. Shrek 2. Donkey leaves Dragon because Dragon was moody. You know what happened? She was pregnant and gave birth. And Donkey's like, no, I can't handle this shit. I'll just move in with Shrek again. Like, what the fuck? Donkey is the most toxic fucking being in all of Shrek universe. Just saying. But yeah. Gifts are back. Well, horrendous timing. But the clock is 9 here. We usually end it an hour later at 10 a.m. I'm live every single Monday to Friday, 5:30 to 10 a.m. Usually. So yeah, I'll be live here tomorrow if you want to see me again. If you want to talk more witchcraft, if you want to get more readings, if you want to get more spell work, I'm always here. Send me a DM if you need any of that. But if you want to get it just straight off the bat without me, you cute. Tim, no, you cute. Bastard. Again, I'm still very envious of your fucking eyeliner. I feel like I should need more of that myself. But yeah, people, go into my profile. Click the link in my bio. You can find live readings and private readings. Tarot, runes, bones, whatever you need. You can find spell work for love, curses, blessings, protections, money, third person removals. You can find literally any spell work that you need. Trust me. I also offer books on witchcraft if you want an academical viewpoint on all things witchcraft. I got 5 books available. So yeah, you also get a 10 to 20 pages reference list on every single book I offer you. So get that. Yeah, you're saying. Fuck yeah, Virgil, do it. Max Factor X Color 001. Tim, it was a good one. It fitted you very well. I would get my wife to do it on me, but she's asleep at 5 in the morning. Somehow weird. What else? Yes, we do have a coven. It's open for anyone and everyone. So if you do want to join in, we play Dungeons and Dragons on Saturdays. We have book clubs on Sundays. We have tea times on Fridays. We do a lot of fun stuff. So send me a DM or send Marie a DM about the coven and you get an invite. Weird, he says. Virgil? Who said weird? Book clubs! Yes, book clubs. So, people, send me a DM about literally anything, and I'll send you everything that you need. If you need to remove that curse, if you need to remove a person, if you need to protections, if you need money, if you need a job, send me a DM. I'll see you there. I'll answer them right after live. So, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, you guys have an amazing day and have the day that you deserve. See you then. See you tomorrow.